So, welcome, Wolves. The day is January 3rd, 2019, last day of a waning crescent. And after a waffle day yesterday and a few early gifts in the morning, you go to bed. Wake up, next day. Smell of eggs, bacon, and hazelnut coffee coming from the kitchen.
I'm gonna be rolling willpower again to see if I have nightmares.
You beat me to it.
Oh no.
Not a
botch.
pure bot, but
Pure botch.
not a pure bot. Because I had a 9.
You get a 9. It's not a success, though. You will be having a bad night's sleep. You're in the jungle, and up overhead there are these long, lofty branches. Green pines, oaks, palm trees. There's some kind of foliage overhead. Can't quite make it out. It's not like a plant you've ever seen before. And then from the distance, you hear, and then the ground starts thudding. Bit by bit, you can feel the ground shake under you, kind of like the early scenes of, well, a Jurassic Park ripoff. You look up, and overhead is a pair of ears upon a very feline face. Cat the size of, we'll say, a small bus. Looks at you, surmises you as if you were a very small and innocent mouse. It rears back and charges. Just before it strikes, you wake up. You have a hard time getting back to sleep. So when the smell of coffee comes, you're definitely the first one awake. It's -1 for the whole day, if I'm correct?
Yes, -1 dice for the whole day.
Ooh, you took a fun flaw. Remember that one.
That's better than the one I thought it was. I thought it was the one that limited you to 1 for the day.
That's the flashback flaw, I think. I think that uses difficulty 6, but it's a lot more high risk.
Gotta love that.
So waking up, or are you going to stay in bed all day? Not a bad option.
Beijing slowly lunges his hair and rubs his eyes as he doesn't really exactly want to get up today, but I guess today is an important day. He gets up and goes to get him.
Anybody else?
Connor is going to get up and make himself decent and showered or whatever. It's like freshen up basically for the morning. I don't actually know if there's a shower available. He cleans up is what I'm going to say.
Shower down the hall, freshly packed linens, some nice towels. The soap is Irish Springs, which probably isn't your cup of tea. It's probably a couple decades old, but some nice soap.
Wait, did they stop making Irish Springs?
They still make it. My dad still gets it. I think I have a couple bars, actually.
Soap is soap, especially out here.
Yeah. The shampoo. Any guesses?
Is it,
Is it dog shampoo?
It's Mane and Tail, one of my favorite brands.
Never heard of it.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Haven't heard about it.
You've never heard of
Me neither, and
Tail.
I guess
will
that's
share
probably
it.
because I'm not American.
I use Head and Shoulders at IRL. I think that's what it's
sharing
called.
it with those guys. I'm sharing it with you guys. Right there. It is
amazing.
a shampoo that works very well for humans, but I believe it's intended for horses. Not bad for Garou fur either.
And I don't know, wait for someone to, or I guess I just start exploring around, like going places where I'm allowed to go anyways, and waiting for my pack mates and all that.
Off in the kitchen, well, dark-haired, bushy individual, black hair, takes one look at you. He's like, yeah, okay, you're awake. And then he goes back to cooking with the eggs. You haven't seen this guy before. He's dressed pretty nicely. White Brooks Brothers dress shirt, blue jeans. Might be a tech bro if he wasn't horribly out of his element here in the middle of nowhere, New Hampshire.
Man, what's your name?
Desmond.
Nice to meet you, Desmond. My name is Connor.
Hey Connor, how you doing?
So, what do you do around here?
Clean up after you guys.
Oh. Hopefully we're not leaving too many messes.
Not as bad as some of them, but yeah.
Is everything all right with you?
Well, the farm's going pretty good. You haven't really heard from you don't want to hear it. Yeah, you don't want to hear it.
I mean, you can tell me if you want, but if you don't not comfortable with it, it's fine. I'm just curious.
You're new at this, right?
Very.
Yeah, we got we got a little brother down in Boston. His name's Jimmy, and we haven't heard from him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you probably know a little about that, but it's fine.
With the weird stuff happening with communications, I can understand not feeling comfortable right now.
Yeah, he's hopefully doing okay. There was a pretty big set for wolves down there, and he was helping out. He's yeah, don't worry about it. It's you get bigger things to fry.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll like small talk with him for a little bit.
That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
Miss Sabrina.
Yeah.
You waking up?
Yeah, she's probably waking up like 30 minutes after everyone else. Just just walk into the kitchen, like finger gun them, Flameo Hotman.
Nice reference.
Finger gunning?
Yep.
Oh.
Desmond looks up. He's like, "Oh, the big woman is here."
Connor raises his eyebrows at that.
She
has a name, you know.
Christ. Okay.
Better than what they called me in high school.
Right. Hey, how you doing?
All right, I'm just gonna get this out the way right now. No, you don't have a chance.
I mean, not with that attitude. I got royal blood in me. Come on.
Sorry, my standards are way higher than that.
If you're a Silver Fang, I got great blood in me.
Well, this conversation just got weird.
Oh, it's gonna get weird.
Yeah.
You can walk out at any time.
Connor does actually say
Thank
that, and he does walk away.
Yeah, I'm good on that over there, Mr. Jamie.
Walk outside.
I'm no longer hungry, and I go outside.
Oh, I thought he's like taking the plate with him.
Everybody gets hit on. That's a rule. So one person's outside. The rest of you want to interact, or just smack him, or we're gonna continue to let this happen.
I mean, you sound so disappointed.
Oh, I'm giggling like a fool right now, and I could do this all day. I've been described as someone that could hit on a ham sandwich if he tried really hard, but
My standards are low enough for that.
so back in character. So come on. I mean, we're an endangered species. I can use that line here.
Yeah. All right, I'll put it this way. I'd rather date Misha.
You can't see. You gotta be careful with that, cause you know you get your. It's not good for the inner parts of it.
Also, I'm
Can I call you Brianna?
What's a Brianna?
is Sejun there? Is he asking that in character?
Oh, I have no idea.
Sejun be there in character. Oh, look, I just met you and I can already tell I want to slap you.
Well,
So,
violence is part of our culture, so that's normal.
yeah, but see, I didn't even want to slap Sejun when he killed a girl in front of me.
Was it bloody?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was.
Ooh, okay. Girl of my heart. She can rip it out and take it too.
Sejun's a guy.
Oh.
Sejun just waves from a distance.
Oh, well, I mean, I got a sister too?
I mean, is she single?
Yes?
I might tell him later.
Okay. All right. Before I forget, Misha and Heather are at the alpaca farm, just a little bit off.
Okay, I would just like to say, there's been an alpaca farm here this whole time and no one told me.
Yeah. It's been on the map.
I know that was in character.
Yeah, they're pretty, like, they're a little loud in the summer, but in the winter, they're just in their pens.
Well, say alpaca fur is one of the top 3 things in this earth.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna get you. Perfect.
You know, I'm not going to turn it down, but I am going to turn you down.
I can wait.
You know what? I'll accept the attention.
I'm gonna take it. Again, endangered species.
Sejun just groans and gets up and attempts to drag
You
Sabrina
know what?
out of the room.
It's like Heather or Shadow Tracks or even like Misha here.
No, they're waiting for you guys at the alpaca farm, not too far
All right.
away.
You know, I think I'll take my breakfast to go. I just take the plate and like a fork and just start walking to the alpaca farm.
Connor will be outside waiting.
What's your head size? He calls out. I can get you earmuffs.
Just go with whatever the largest size they make is.
Rock on. So, it always starts with laughter before the crying starts. Where are you guys heading?
Oh no.
Alpaca farms.
Yeah. Just
Connor will ask, "Hey, where are we going?"
alpaca farms, and I'm just gonna start walking there while eating my breakfast.
There's an alpaca farm here.
I know, right?
Believe
Yeah,
it or
apparently
not,
there's an alpaca farm.
believe it or not, this is a real place in the exact sept that I wanted to go to. So you can look on the map, and you can find literally where the game is and where the alpaca farm is.
Gonna go find this sept in real life and punch Misha in the face.
literally, you're going from here, you can see it on the Twitch, to here. It'll walk through the backwoods, not too far away.
Let's go.
Can I actually go in here? I love using Google Maps for these things. It will not let me drop in here. But when I found the area that I wanted to use, with its wonderful giant frog statue and the Purgatory Falls nearby, and my delight of there being an alpaca farm, how could I resist? Walking over through the woods, grandmother's house you go.
Yep.
You hear the gentle bleat of a little bit of a as you near. This is the place. A couple pens. Most of them boarded up. There's still a little bit of frost and cold in the winter, though at this point it really doesn't bother you.
Is there a alpaca nearby?
Like outside, hanging out, chilling?
Yeah.
Roll a 1d10. Let's see if you get it. I'll let luck figure this out. Probably about 8 o'clock in the morning. You know what? There's just one hanging outside. Got out of its pen, eating some grass somewhere between the frost where it can get it.
I'll go over and pet it.
It bleats at you happily.
Asian also goes over and looks at it like, oh my god, I thought these things only existed in memes.
You know, I'm not surprised to hear you say that, Sejun.
Why?
You know, just your behavior would make me think that's the sort of thing you'd say.
What behavior?
I'm about to say, you don't exactly seem like the planning type of the group so far.
Plan? Sorry, I'm kind of like out of it today.
Yeah. If it makes you feel better, apparently the creepy guy in there has a sister that you might be interested in.
Connor just says,
I
"Wow."
think this is too early to.
You hear a little bit of a mutter not too far away, and then someone calling out. It's like, so, alpacas, like their llama cousins, have both sort of an instinctive hatred and, well, no fear of dogs. They're pretty aggressive towards coyotes, and after spotting an intruder, they'll, well, call for alarm, which makes them, well, naturally a perfect alarm system. It's a voice that's kind of, well, you know this voice. It's your everyday favorite Shadow Lord.
Probably because he's the only Shadow Lord we know so far.
He is both our favorite and least favorite.
Technicalities for a win.
After this guy, the bar is set so low for the other Shadow Lords, right?
After we met this guy, the bar set so low that Sabrina might consider joining the Shadow Lords if she meets another.
I mean, there are worse tribes, but that's out of character.
This is true.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go. I'll go towards the voice.
I'll go towards it too. Hey, Shadow
Same.
Dork, how's it going?
It's leaning up on the side of not too old fence, maybe put up a season or two ago. It's got a little snow on it. Brushes off it and leans on it, looks off to the left. You can see a couple individuals, older, one but in the 50s, a woman in her 40s, and two kids working in the bar. One maybe late teenager, the other one maybe an early teenager. Then looks back at you guys. So, what's the plan?
I don't know.
You mean you don't know what you're doing? I thought that's what you wanted. You didn't want my help. You know, with the whole trial and everything. You guys can do this all on your own. You don't need an elder, do you?
I don't recall saying that personally.
Yeah. No, I think we just said we didn't need you.
Ah. So, do you have plans of what you don't need for me to do with you today?
Didn't you say something about deciding about what we want to do about our public images? Something?
Yeah. Well, you died. You were going to ask some questions about that. Heather's supposed to be over here in a few minutes, so anything you want me to tell you, now's a good time.
Did you ever find out if my dad was a kinfolk like I asked you?
Mm, honestly, we sent someone over there and they couldn't get in. We've tried calling the house. We haven't gotten an answer.
That's weird. It's like outside of your whole like granite curtain thing,
You said Bedford, right? Gave us the address.
Portsmouth.
I got it written down somewhere.
Did
But
you try breaking into a different house in Bedford?
I'll have to talk to this guy. How about you take a little field trip with me?
What kind?
Well, actually, I was gonna help you out, Sejun. Like I said, I knew a cat that could help us out with figuring out your tribe, if you're interested.
Guess I guess you're I guess it's probably my best shot at having it, so I hope I hope it's worth it.
It'll be great. It'll be grand. We'll get some pizza. Have fun. As for the rest of you, well, Sabrina, if you want, you could ask Heather if she's willing to accompany with you back to your house. Check out, maybe gather a couple things for yourself.
You know, if it gets me away from that creepy guy in the house, I'll go for it.
Desmond?
Yeah. 3 seconds in and he was hitting on me.
It's true.
He seems to bob and nods his head, looking impressed. Not bad, Desmond.
Ew.
Not bad.
Again, dying race. It's not unheard of, at least in our time, to encourage such things. In some extreme cases, a woman was expected to do her duty to Gaia upwards of 20 times.
That's horrifying.
Kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Dying race. Not many of us left. Not too many warriors. About a 1 in 10, 1 in 9 chance of a werewolf being born, quote unquote, true between a Garou and kinfolk relation. And some tribes, like Desmond's Silverfangs, take this stuff very seriously.
Why do they always already sound like the frat boys of this group?
It's because they are. I believe he has a brother in Boston somewhere that's working at a college, no less.
How many of the... Oh, wait, you said 13. 13, that's right. 13. 13
Yeah.
tribes.
13, and then I think there was like 16 before.
Yeah, we don't talk about a couple of those.
Uh.
One of them went kind of crazy. One of them we went kind of crazy on. Another one did something crazy.
I mean, you drug us and threw us in a basement, so what counts as crazy for you?
You could do something about it, right? Shift into a wolf and claw my face off. No?
He does have a point there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but I don't want to get stuck in New Hampshire forever, so I'm just trying to figure out how to lift this.
I don't want to be here either. My tour of duty actually should have expired by now.
I was about to say, I don't even know what you do in New Hampshire anymore.
You want my backstory? It's quite tragic and depressing, I'm sure.
Not really.
Is it edgy?
Maybe later.
Not say if you need a shoulder to cry on, go cry to
I was
Dolan. He
born
seems
on a
desperate.
Tuesday, and it was a crescent moon, and if you're really not interested, I'm not even going to bother. Let's just say that I have a sister out there. I haven't seen her in a couple of years.
Is she Garou like you?
She is not. Serafina. Lovely, lovely girl. Though, she makes some... haven't been able to find her. That's all I'll say. You're welcome to ask later.
Hey, I do have a question about just the world beyond this place that we're staying at. What is the news saying about what happened on New Year's Eve?
Well, do you want to read it yourself?
I have to at some point.
Is there a newspaper about it?
He seems to walk off one direction. Gotta read it out loud, he says as he comes back from the bar pen. Interested?
I just gotta get it over with.
Might as well.
Same.
Not gonna get angry with me?
No.
No,
He
this
hands
one's
you the
not your
paper.
fault.
Somebody read it out loud. Not me.
I will read it out loud as soon as I can see it.
You could skim it, get to the good parts.
Yeah, I'll read it.
So reading the paper.
Yes. Wait, what am I supposed to do here though? I don't have anything to read.
It's in the Exalted chat.
Oh, I pushed in the wrong one. My bad. I'll put it in the other one.
Oh, okay.
That's my bad.
Oh my god.
I put it in the wrong room. That's my bad. Well, here it is in the general discussion chat. In the
Sorry.
That's my bad.
Oh.
Sorry, bad creation.
I guess I'll read the whole thing. West Manchester, New Hampshire, January 2nd, 2019. At a noon press conference, Governor Rover Snills stated that at least 50 people have died as a result of the New Year's Eve tragedy from the fast-moving fire at a New Hampshire nightclub, Red's Bar and Grill. Additionally, 11 people are in critical and serious condition. Many of the bodies are awaiting a DNA test due to how badly they were burned. There was a reported 70 people in the bar the night, with only a small handful walking away completely unscathed and several remaining unaccounted for and missing. While the cause of the fire itself is still being investigated by firefighters, a combination of several factors seems to have come into play, resulting in a backdraft erupting from a back room and stunning the occupants wholesale. Fireworks likely saved for the midnight festivities were seen exploding overhead as officials arrived to combat the blaze. Families have arrived en masse at hospitals and morgues, showing photographs of the missing in hopes someone saw them escape the club. The bar did not have the required city permit for pyrotechnics display. Officials and the district attorney commented that he was dealing with a potential criminal investigation. Fire Chief Rich Stone remarked that because the wooden structure was built before 1976, it was not required to have a sprinkler system. The governor praised fire and rescue crews, saying the first responders saved many lives by pulling people out of there. Families are being asked to bring photographs of the missing to a crisis center that has been set up at the nearby Hollowbrook Plaza Hotel. Group counselors and clergy members are on hand to help families. We're looking for our son. We just keep hoping he'll walk through that door. We keep praying, said a heartbroken Irene Throckmorton on her son Connor, who's been missing since the blaze. Well,
Oh my god.
Roll frenzy, Connor.
oh boy.
Diff
It's
7.
rage, right? It's rage, right?
Raw rage. Anyone could
Do
have
I-
read it, but
do
you
I need to roll
decided to read it for me.
Do I need to roll soft-hearted on that?
You know what? I think that'd be a good idea.
Also, I should probably move your tab over to the dice thing.
I got 3 success.
Any of them a tens?
No.
Tens. Feel that anger inside of you well up, stir a little bit. You're furious. Why would he show you this? Why would he piss you off like this? Couldn't he have done this a little bit nicer, a little bit easier? Didn't have to end like this. After all, 50 people are dead, and this is how he lets it, you know, a cold, black and white newspaper.
Look on the bright side, Connor. It said 11 survivors right now, so your friends have like a 15% chance of being alive.
So, out of character, to clarify, am I going to mad murder mode?
3 successes is what you got. You need 4 successes to go into mad
Okay.
murder mode. Have a point of temp rage, though.
Oh, temp rage. Okay.
You're up to...
Oh, do we still have that temp rage from the court case?
You know what?
Yeah, that was the thing I was gonna ask.
I'm gonna say it's dropped by 1.
Alright.
Connor is going to rip the newspaper into many pieces and just throw it on the ground.
Call your stunt. Declare your action.
He, like I said, he's just gonna crumple it up, rip it into pieces, and just, like, cast it to the ground and start pacing wildly.
After a moment or two, one of the alpacas comes over, starts chewing on one of the pieces of confetti paper.
And then, well, no, there are children nearby. He's not gonna yell profanities.
You hear a shout shortly thereafter. Womanly. Daughter ended up eating half a dorm room down in Louisiana.
What?
Nobody ever gets a good first change.
He's saying this?
No. Female voice that seems to come by. You know who it is right away. Tall, muscular, blonde-haired woman, shaved on her sides, long braid in the back, still wearing that Special Forces Kevlar jacket.
Connor's gonna say, they didn't deserve this.
That's the thing. In time, you might even see and feel like you didn't deserve this. None of us deserve this, but it happens. You were born in madness.
World of madness.
Those, and Connor's gonna try to steady himself and say, those things, those Fomori started this. If they hadn't been there, he's gonna kick the snow or the post or whatever.
She turns to Misha and says, "You didn't figure out why they were there, did you?" He shakes his head. Maybe we can figure that out. I get you're angry. And, well, if you look off behind me in the barn, there's 4 kinfolk. If you frenzy, that's what we call it, you lose control, we're going to have to stop you. If we don't do that, you put their lives in danger. They have names. Older one's name is Tim. His wife is Dana. The younger ones are Bobby and Kelly. They lost their daughter Betty about maybe 10 years back, too. They're human, like you are, at least half. If you can't control that anger, it's going to keep happening.
I just keep feeling it, and I have this burning need to kill more of those fucking monsters that we were subjected to the other day.
Good, you have a goal.
And whatever this worm thing is, if it's causing all this, I want to end it.
I hope you and everyone you know lives a long and happy life. However, that's not what we do. We die very young, often in the name of giving everyone we know a couple more years. And this monster known as the worm puts it in a high gear. You've been a wolf for 3 days now, right? Feels a lot longer.
Yes.
Every day is a blessing. That's why it's called the present. Not my quote. I think it came from Kung Fu Panda, but it's a very accurate one. She kind of lifts up her head a little bit, walks back over to the fence to join Misha, takes out of her pocket a smoke, and you can smell the dim scents, not of tobacco, some good ganja.
Connor's gonna try to take some deep breaths to steady himself.
Give me a simple willpower roll. Diff 6.
Oh.
Diff 6.
SJ, what were you gonna say?
Never mind. I'm just.
No,
So-
what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was just feeling like sensation sits by Connor. He was and like, dude. Oh my god.
Would Sabrina know where the Hollowbrook Hotel is?
Off the top of her head?
Off the top of her head, maybe the region.
Roll intelligence.
What difficulty?
6. Nothing else.
Alright, just intelligence once, right?
Roll intelligence once.
Alright.
I have a number in my head. You didn't hit it. You got close. Top of your head, no. You need a map. Nobody knows where. GPS. Come on, Google Maps. Does ring a bell, but you can't quite put your name on where you've heard that hotel before. Maybe someone will.
Yeah, I think they had all those like flesh-crafted creatures show up in it in LA.
Thank you very much for getting the reference. I was hopeful one person would.
Hollowbrook Hotel, yeah, I was like, huh, interesting.
Must be a franchise or something.
I don't play vampires, so yeah.
I will have to be getting you the video game sometime. I have an actual physical copy somewhere on my desk from 2003, but I will be sure the next time I see
Bloodlines
it.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
amazing.
very good game.
Just make sure to play with the unofficial patch.
Yes. It is.
Yeah, I heard that the patch like fixes a lot of the
Yes.
issues that the game has.
It is one of. You ever play Deus Ex?
They what?
Deus Ex.
Deus
Deus
Ex.
Ex? Oh,
The original,
I've
not
only
the.
heard of it.
How about Dishonored, maybe?
Oh, Dishonored.
I am familiar with the plot.
Okay. quick distraction, but either way, yeah, I highly recommend the game just because it gives a great little glimpse into the universe. The sequel's coming out very soon, and I have a lot of little references to that game all the time. Kind of
Yeah.
have to.
Also, it taught me where sharks use frozen fish as a weapon.
Rokia were a mistake. You actually would probably like it just for a lot of the references to the Kindred of the East. You would very much like a lot of some of the references that they include for that, and I think you would like the game, and I will see if I have a copy somewhere.
Interesting.
Just don't be like a certain friend of mine and forget to spend experience for two-thirds of the first level.
I did that just because I didn't know how to spend experience.
Somewhere, a certain friend of mine is very happy to know that she is not alone. Anyway,
I got 3 successes on my willpower roll.
feel a little bit better. You take some breaths. You pace back and forth a little bit. What calms you down is petting the alpaca.
I pet the alpaca.
Feels good. Drop a temp point of rage if you choose.
I'll keep it for now, but like his outward composure, he's keeping it together.
Thank you for not. Oh, the alpaca would have just not. It would have not ended well if you had frenzied. I mean, it's gonna happen. It will happen. But until then, I will be a nice storyteller. So, anyone have to say anything?
Connor will, after he's calmed down, say, "How do I not freak out and frenzy then?"
She reaches over, offers you some of the smoke.
I rankle my nose a bit and say, that stuff doesn't appeal to me. Sorry.
It helps.
Hey, you'll get cancer or something. I don't know if we get cancer.
She laughs. Misha laughs.
Did you forget the part where he was bragging that we didn't like get sick?
Although I do have resist. I can resist toxins apparently now, but yeah, no, it doesn't smell right.
It helps. It really does. Especially on a full moon. You might be begging me for it on a full moon, but to each their own.
If the world thinks I'm missing or dead, I can't really just waltz back and pretend everything's fine.
It's only been 2 days, 3 days. You could say you got lost. You could say you were in a hospital across town. You could say...
I could say that I was thinking about this earlier. I could say that I was down with a really bad flu because I had to leave the bar early before that even happened, and I had a really bad flu and was bedridden for and I couldn't even leave my apartment for those days, and I lost my phone.
They're going to be so happy you're alive, they're not going to care where you've been. But a lot of us choose not to open that door once it's been closed. Some of us choose to lock it. There are pros and cons to each. I cannot make that decision for you.
I can't leave them behind. I have questions for them because I want to figure out how this happened to me. And I'd rather not, like, die in a fake way, only to die, if we have such short lives, die for real later.
2 years on average. Less for an Arun.
Well, then I've got 2 years to... Well, yeah. Anyways.
2 years to make your peace.
For you, might be 2 weeks. It's not 100% that you pass your rite of passage, but I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to train you. Apparently you've been touched by something, and the fact that there's 3 of you here means you've probably been touched by something big.
Well, that's ominous.
I don't know. It doesn't happen. But if we have to get you righted, that means something's probably coming. We gotta figure out what that is. And if getting you on that track a little bit faster involves giving you a cover, we need to take care of that.
I do need a cover, yes.
Alright. We'll get you a phone. All of you probably a phone. In the interest of time, I'm a little bit worried about Sabrina's father first.
No, that's fair.
So, I want to take care of that because he currently is unaccounted for. You sure no one knew your name, saw your face, and left that bar? Any of you?
I don't think so.
I've never
I
been
have
to this
no idea.
city, and I was using a fake ID.
Do you know
I
if
was
any
with-
of them survived? Probably not.
Well, I was told that kinfolk or someone they were going to look into the survivors. I wanted to see if any of my friends survived, which I know is probably a very low chance with, what was it, 11 people surviving? Yeah, but still, it'd be useful to know if any of my dear friends have lived or not.
Did you guys check the Hollowbrook Hotel for my dad?
We have one of the kinfolk down there. His name is, well, James Moore. He helps out with the knives, actually. He went down there. He found Connor's parents. He didn't find yours. And we had another one who looked at the local college, the university where Sejun is at. A couple of his friends have put up a bouquet outside of his room. They've made some calls. The other ones that were there as well, they've have a little memorial on campus.
Oh. Oh my god.
In the hospital, nothing there.
Haven't been able to get someone in there yet. It's a little bit harder. They're keeping the press out.
Right.
Would it be selfish if I just wanted to tell everyone that I'm alive?
It's not. But if they know you're alive, it's another link. After a while, one of the kinfolk, kind of a older man, maybe in his 60s, blue jeans, heavy winter coat on, lime green, walks over, hands a box to Heather. She opens it up. It's like, okay, good. And shows it to the group of you. This should do. They're phones, Android models, probably an older group. One's a little beat up on the edges, middle one has a crack in it. They don't look like much, but they're secure. And if you think the Fomori are bad, well, the hunters, sometimes even the government, can be worse.
Well, so the government's after us?
We're not 100% sure what's happening with them, but we've all heard stories of government institutions raiding cairns, men in black. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but they started showing a greater interest after 9/11, and they go after things indiscriminately.
Would you say it's like an inquisition?
You're not a Galliard, are you? You'd love some of the history lessons. Maybe if you
No,
live long enough, my daughter can teach you some things.
I'll take one of the phones.
I'll take one of the phones too.
Yeah, same.
Add it to your inventory. Smartphone.
Yeah. Smartphone.
Are we supposed to be keeping track of an inventory?
It helps.
It does help.
Current inventory, smartphone, clothing, binded. I think you have a knife as well.
We all have knives?
I don't.
I think Sabrina has a knife.
I
Oh,
do.
Sabrina.
I don't remember getting that, but okay.
I actually had to update my possessions a bit because
Didn't you take one from the warehouse, or am I mistaken? No, that was the cane that broke.
Yeah.
All right, no knife. Cheers.
literally nothing but a phone, the clothes, and my back for me.
Yeah.
What else do you need?
I'll, after I turn on the phone, try calling my dad.
Ring. Like, are you calling his cell phone or the house phone?
It's 2018. Does anyone have a house phone?
Your family did have a house phone.
My family has a house phone.
Yeah.
So now I'll call his cell.
Cell phone. Ring. 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 Nothing.
Hang up before it goes to voicemail.
Done.
Well, thanks for the phones.
What else do you need?
Well, there's the car situation, but that's gonna. I mean, I do have a spare key in my apartment.
Why would you need a car?
To get around.
Okay. You have a bunch of very eager kinfolk drivers that would be happy to take you anywhere you need to go. You can also turn into a wolf that can get up to 20 to 30 miles an hour.
All right. You don't know the effort I put into my car. Would you leave your baby in a tow yard?
Misha's got the biggest grin on his face right now. Heather just kind of rolls her eyes. She's like, these kids.
And Connor says, "Hey, I don't want to make other people do stuff for me."
You are. Oh, do you remember what I said earlier about how many Garou were born for every kinfolk?
You said like 9 out of 10.
1 in 10.
1 in 10.
1 out of 10.
So that means you're in the top 10%. You're a little bit special. Don't abuse that privilege, but certainly don't forget it.
Yeah, but I've always been more like a leftist, like share the power.
Oh, there's a right for that. You don't like that right.
I'm just saying. I mean, it seems like these kinfolk also have lives of their own too, right?
There's a right for sharing Garou power?
You don't want to hear about that.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll take your word for it. But you know what? Point taken. I will file that away if I ever need it. But still, we'll figure the car out later if we have to.
Besides, I have something in my car I need to get.
It's at the junkyard, tow yard.
Yeah. I would assume it's either at the toll yard or still in like the parking lot near the bar.
Well, Sabrina, maybe we could deal with that, and then you can go find your dad or something.
Also, I got room in it if I need to drop you guys off.
All right, tell you what. I will take you to the junkyard nearby from the nearest place from the bar. I have a rough guess of where it is. Both of you can look.
Okay.
Alright.
Misha raises his hand. Hey, SJ. Last chance.
Yeah.
You want to come? Little side mission.
Sure, why not?
Split the party.
The dreaded decision to split the party. Yes, I suppose so.
He motions. Come with me. Heather looks around. Is like, all right. Takes out her phone. It's nicer. iPhone, newer model. Taps a few buttons. As she moves her finger around, need a driver. Anyone available? Looks at it. But a second later, beep beep. Okay. Yeah, he's a good driver.
Is this like Lyft for Garou?
No, we have a group chat.
Oh.
You guys,
Oh,
I thought you were
Everything has a
teenagers.
Facebook group these days.
No Facebook. Facebook is evil.
is it Slack?
I mean, honestly,
yeah.
honestly, fair, yeah.
Yeah, but this is 2018 before people started deleting their accounts.
19. Year just changed over. Sunburst
Oh,
is pretty secure. It's a pretty secure group chat functionality, at least from what we understand of it. Seems pretty secure.
If we're gonna be looking for both of our cars, can I ask a teensy little favor and just make a swing by my apartment so I can get my spare keys? Because the car ain't going anywhere, even if I find it.
She kind of rolls her eyes a little bit. Fine, whatever.
Right, cool. Then we'll help find Sabrina's dad.
So, I'm gonna actually share my map up on the Twitch side. You're right
Oh.
here. Gonna be traveling down to the main road there.
Nice.
It's not too far. Maybe a 10-minute walk. Head down. Nice. We'll say a green Honda Element pulls up, and black-haired, flat-nosed, Brooks Brother white shirt, smile, opens up, say, "Hey, it's the big girl again. Hop right in."
Oh
That's
god.
meant. I get in the back.
Heather,
I
hmm?
get in the back too.
Heather takes shotgun and she stares Desmond down. No. He doesn't talk the rest of the way.
Hilarious.
SJ, Sejian. Dice rolls.
Mhm.
Royce pulls up. Nisha offers you the back seat. He's like, it's not much, the usuals in the shop.
Agent gets in.
Hop in, ready to go. Who wants to go first?
We should roll.
Hmm?
Yeah.
We should roll. One
Yeah.
is the.
But
how about-
how about Sabrina just rolls for me and her and then?
Yeah, I thought. So Sejun's a party of one. Me and him are a party of two. So Sejun odds, us evens.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So you two are evens?
Yes.
Yeah. They're Going first.
I mean, we could have just said the higher number, but okay, that works
Yeah.
too.
I don't know. My brain overcomplicates stuff.
It's fine. No. I will tell Desmond where to go to my apartment, and then assuming we got there, I sprint up, grab the spare keys, and yeah.
Apartment's pretty, well, sprint up, you said. Apartment's pretty laid back. Nothing really there. Walking up to your place, you do catch sight of your landlord. He blinks at you like, Connor?
Yeah.
Your parents came by. They said you were dead.
No. What?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I felt dead. I had the flu. I couldn't get out of bed until like the other day.
You weren't in that big red fire?
No, I was at the bar that night, but I had to leave early because I got very, very fucking sick. I honestly thought I was going to die, and then I was bedridden for all this time, and I couldn't fucking even move.
Charisma, subterfuge, difficulty 5. That was a pretty good lie.
What was? Sorry. Hang on. Charisma, subterfuge.
Charisma, subterfuge. You're being nice. You're being friendly.
And I'm glad that I put it down in subterfuge. Can I spend a willpower?
Always spend a willpower. Willpower's done a little bit different. It's insurance.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this beforehand because I need this to work.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay. Spent the willpower, and this means that I can re-roll up to 3 regular die, or I can re-roll up to 3 dice.
3 dice that aren't potches. 3 dice that aren't 1.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second.
So kind of like vampire, just a little bit different.
3 successes, perfect. I didn't even need to worry about it.
You gonna take it, or you gonna risk it all?
I only literally have 3 dice.
Nope, that's a 5, 8, 9, yep.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that makes sense, that sucks. Oh my god, you should let them know that you're okay. They must know. Yeah, you must have told them by now.
Yeah, I'll deal with that for sure. I just need to get back. It was just awful. Ugh.
Yeah, no, tell them. If you haven't told them, you should tell them. I would have told them, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but yeah, get in there. They ruffled through some of your things, I think, but they didn't move anything. They just they came by real quick to see if you were here. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll head in there.
Well, take care, Connor, and he walks off.
Thanks. I go into my apartment, assuming I can.
You go right into your apartment. A few little things have been moved. Nothing crazy.
Oh, my keys, my ID, it's all missing except of and then I find the spare keys, and I find the spare keys, and I don't think there's anything else I can do from here. I don't want to keep the waiting, and I just I would assume that my apartment probably has a spare key to lock it, and I take that. If you want to just hand wave how I got in there in the first place.
Yep, you're fine.
But I do take the spare apartment key too and lock it.
Anything else you want to take?
My computer. I'm gonna make a character decision. He doesn't have a laptop, which would have been convenient, but
As a college student that doesn't have a laptop, okay.
Well, he's not in college anymore.
That's right.
He has a tower computer system because he's a gamer. He's a filthy gamer.
He has the true screen setup.
He will check. I guess he'll power up his computer real quick and like check emails and stuff like that just to make sure that nothing crazy has happened.
A couple emails from coworkers. Your Facebook, well, your social media network has a couple well wishes. I hope you're okay. Several private messages. Checking on Facebook might not have been a great idea. You see the names of 3 individuals that you went to that bar last night. Dead. Crying. Mothers. Angry siblings. You know these people. You've seen these people. It's upsetting to see them dead.
So wait, Sorry, can you say it again? There's three of those friends I went with
You
are
recognize
confirmed dead.
3 of the names of the people that you went with. Dead, dead, dead. 3 of the 4.
Shit.
What's that frenzy roll again?
Oh my god.
Difficulty 6.
We'll call it diff 6, yeah.
I think so wait, what's the temp rage on the roll 20? The temp rage on the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
Probably just the bottom.
Okay, hang on then.
I think whenever you click the frenzy roll thing, though, it does by the top one, so you gotta add the temp rage if it's there.
One way to find out.
So plus, I guess the pool mod would be +1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because when I did it yesterday for the court case, not yesterday.
One way to find out.
Oh no. Okay, good. It's only 110. Thank God. Thank God. Oh Jesus.
He's about to destroy that computer and have to roll again.
You keep reading and reading, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. Eventually, your hand rears back like it's going to go right through the screen. A little voice just says, stop. And you blink. You catch yourself. Arm back, muscles clenched. Your hand shifted just a little bit. You can see the elongation of your fingers. Talons starting to form just a tiny little bit at the edge of your fingertips. It'd be so good just to crush this little Weaver-made machine and make all that anger, make all that frustration go away. A little bit of destruction.
I try to remember Heather's words, and I make sure I actually put all my social media stuff to invisible so it doesn't have that annoying green "you're online" thing, and then I power down the computer.
Okay.
And then I leave.
Your arm is still kind of hairy. What are you doing with it, if anything?
I try to make it unhairy.
Give me a quick little... No, it's fine. It's a reflexive roll. You're fine.
Yes.
It becomes unhairy.
Okay. Cool. Then I go back to the car to say, sorry, I had to deal with something.
Desmond, meanwhile, has... Well, Heather's gotten out of the car to walk over, and Desmond turns back to Sabrina and goes, so, come on. I mean, what's it gonna take? Just, you know, maybe we got off to a bad foot. I should try a different way.
You know what? So after we stop by to pick up my car, we're going to go see my dad. If after you drop us off to get my car, you can find out if my dad's a kinfolk by the time we get down there, I will give you a date.
If I can find out your dad is a kinfolk,
Yeah.
you're on. And he takes out his phone. He just starts swiping, flicking. So gonna do this.
I'll say you have 45 minutes pretty much.
And I gotta drive half of them. Fuck. He starts making a phone call. While
Well,
this
it's
is happening,
45 minutes from Portsmouth to Manchester.
while this is happening, as he makes a phone call, Sejun,
Yep.
how you doing?
So I'm in the back seat. Is Misha in the front seat?
Misha's in the front seat. Have a
Oh.
kinfolk driver. Younger individual. Doesn't give you his name. Shades on, leather jacket. He thinks he's something that's hot shit.
Agent just turns on his phone, tries to instinctively look up stuff, look up stuff like Facebook, and this is probably a bad idea, but he probably does it anyway.
Similar experience. Friend that you went to the bar with here, rest in peace. Another
God.
person you knew from down the hall, rest in peace. How you feeling about that?
Oh, did I hold him?
Roll frenzy for me.
Oh dear. Wait, you said that the temp rate from the core is gone, right?
If you choose to drop one, it's been a long period of time, I will let you drop 1 point of temporary rage. It is a mixed blessing, after all. It gives you one of the most powerful effects in any game possible. It
Yeah,
gives you an
I'm
extra turn.
dropping that temp rage.
Need 4 to
What's the
frenzy.
difficulty?
It is a Thurge Moon, so unless you say otherwise, it's a 5.
Difficulty is a 5?
No, wait, wrong way. It's a 7.
Oh,
It's a 7.
oh, 7, okay,
Unless
okay.
you're Sabrina.
Botch.
Is that a pure botch? It is a pure botch. You're as cool as a cucumber. You're just reading this, and it just doesn't feel real, and so it just passes by. It processes it in your brain, but it doesn't affect you. Maybe you're becoming a little bit numb to it, or maybe you're understanding what they mean by being a Garou.
It's kind of scary, I guess. So, at this point, like, he constantly talking to Misha and the driver and stuff like that. So, can I just say something right now?
You could say many things.
Yes. Remember like back when you know, drugged us and put us in that warehouse?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because it feels like I should be like so angry and like pissed off and like I, I guess it's weird because I don't know, maybe it's weird that I'm not like pissed off right now at all this. Like I don't know why, because so I liked it when I ripped the vampire's heart out. It's kind of scary. I don't know.
You're upset because you're not angry and furious like Connor was.
Yeah.
Typically speaking, of the many moons that we are, yours, the Ragabash, is typically the most docile. They run a little less angry. If I were to say from your rage, if you will, you seem a little more chill. The fire inside of you does it might not burn. It might burn as explosive as anyone else, but maybe it just doesn't run as hot. Something about you that's just a little bit more chill.
So it's not like completely unheard of or something.
Not completely unheard of, though. For some tribes, being docile isn't exactly considered a blessing.
Other tribes where docile was considered a blessing then?
It's not.
Oh, okay.
You're considered somewhat of a. Some tribes, particularly Connors, if he decides to stay with the Geta Fenris, love to celebrate the glories and the fire and the blood and the gore and the blah. And others tend to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more, well, smart. Some can even call upon that madness at a flick of their eyes. And others look down upon those that are a little bit more dampered in their fires. You're seen as maybe domesticated is the word, which is domestication's such a bad word, misunderstood word, but honestly, when this world causes you to go a little bit insane, having control, not a bad thing.
I guess so. Wait. Where are we going right now? We're going to meet the cat, you said?
Do you like pizza?
As long as you don't try and pull the same stunt again.
It doesn't work a second time. I mean, it does, but most of the time they're too stupid to. Most people aren't stupid enough to fall for it a second time. Besides, again, I'm on your side. I'm not here to get you drunk and fight for more. Though to be fair, it would be kind of funny to do it again, but not my thing. Do you like pizza?
I do, yeah. I guess college student
Where
or
did you
you did
go?
math. I went to Dartmouth.
Good school. Very good school. Maybe you are a Shadow Lord. We would certainly enjoy taking you into our folds.
Is this an official recruitment notice?
I can't do that.
Oh,
13 totems have each one of them have their own sort of figurehead. And well, it has been said that they will encourage you to pick one of them. I've heard of recruitment interviews in some places if they are blessed and supported by the totem. I have heard no such thing for you. But with that said, you would make a very good Shadow Lord.
I guess I'll consider it. I don't know.
Even if you decide to go somewhere else, there's always a way to the right side. But that's a choice you have to make, and it's a choice that the spirits have to agree with.
Okay.
Outside starts to get a little bit more, well, a little less green, a little bit more gray as the cityscape becomes more and more urban. You see a sign that says "Welcome to Manchester," and you start to go into sort of downtown. Meanwhile, Connor comes downstairs.
Sorry, I wanted to amend something before I leave. Connor's gonna, as he shut the door, he's like, wait a second, and then he's gonna get his passport for his
Passport.
ID.
Passport. Okay. Anything else? Golf club? Knife?
Nope. Making his passport,
Weed?
because
Tobacco? Alcohol?
in case he needs to show his ID to get his car back.
Rope? Smartwatch?
Nope,
Okay.
just the passport.
Door locked. You can always come back. Come downstairs. Right?
Yeah, I go back. I go downstairs to the car.
Heather sees you, nods, gets back in the car, just in time to hear Desmond go, so, okay, your dad's a doctor. I saw that. Cool. That's good stock, and that usually means that's someone that they would want to take a kinfolk from.
Still not the answer I'm looking for.
You can't tell without like actual blood.
I mean, don't you guys like keep connected? Don't you have these huge groups and stuff?
Someone tried to start like a social networking thing called Tinder or something, but it didn't work out very well.
Tinder's a real thing, dude. What are you talking about?
Tender?
Connor's...
No,
Tender.
Ponder?
It's Tinder with like Chewies.
I don't know.
Oh.
I couldn't do it. It's not for me. I'm gonna be with a Garou, and it's gonna be set up with a dowry, I'm sure.
That sounds so medieval.
Yeah. Well, when your dad can trace his lineage back, 20 generations. Does that help? I mean, we killed a giant dragon 20 generations ago. Does that help?
Nah.
Did you kill a giant dragon recently?
Have you seen a giant dragon?
No, just wondering
Well,
though.
there you go. Maybe I have.
This is something.
At this point, Heather takes out her lighter. She holds out the blunt end into Desmond and sharply jabs it into his shoulder and says a single word: "Drive." She's not happy. Desmond drives and drives until maybe about 2 miles away. It's a small car lot, kind of a rinky-dink place with high fences, barbed wire at the top, and a small little adjacent building that's in dire need of a paint job. You can see little cracks here and there of open brick among the facade of white where paint should be. It's about noon at this point. A couple cars in front, a couple tow trucks. Desmond parks, and to his own annoyance, there's a little bit of a meter directly in front of the parking spot. He shakes his head. Is this even legal? Before looking at the back of you. So you guys want to take care of this?
I've got no money on me, my dude.
Sorry. Misha doesn't pay an allowance.
He reaches in, grabs a quarter. He gets out of the car, puts it in. He's staying outside the car. Guess one of your cars is in there? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess so.
probably.
I get out.
You're out. Gonna go in the
Yeah.
building?
Get out, go in the building.
Yeah.
Okay. Inside's a younger individual, maybe, I don't know, 19, face still covered in acne, red hair, chewing a little bit of bubble gum. He's in a sort of, we'll say it's like a golf shirt, gray with a little bit of a horse on it, and the company's name, Barrett's Towing. He's playing on a smartphone, but he quickly perks up when he sees Connor, and then perks up again when he sees the literal giantess walking in. His shoulders fold back. And then he looks to Connor again, and there's something about him that just sinks a little bit. His shoulders fold back. What can I do for you?
I'm looking
Uh,
for. Oh wait, do you want to go ahead, Sabrina? Sorry.
Yeah. I'll push my Connor a little, lean on the tail. We're looking for our car. Sorry, we think it got towed at a party a few days ago, maybe a week. About to say, I don't know his. Mine would be a 1972 Ford Ecoline painted like the Mystery Machine.
Mine's used silver Mazda sedan.
Connor, what's your current rage?
My current rage is five, or with temp rage it's 5.
Temp rage is fine. Sabrina, yours is 4.
Mine is at 3.
It's at 3, no temp rage. Okay.
No, my temp rage is 3. My permanent is 2.
Roger Dodger.
Does my willpower head come into because my permanent willpower is also at 5?
It's good to know if you do frenzy, but that's not helping you right now. Not helping you at all right now. Willpower's 5. You're at 4 of it. Am I correct?
Yeah, currently.
I forgot to mark that down. He looks at Sabrina first. I want to roll. How about that? I would like a
Alright.
roll. I would say I'm going to let you pick
All right.
appearance and performance, or expression and appearance. How about that? Expression and appearance. Expression
I'll
or
go with-
performance?
I'll go with expression and appearance. I'm using a willpower.
Roger.
All right.
My
So
goal is
what-
to have people roll appearance at least once in their World of Darkness career.
Do I need to make this roll?
You're going to go after him. After her.
All right. And let's see. I'll re-roll that 2 and 3. Oh,
Whoa,
What?
whoa.
I'm thinking you got a
24.
success with that. Thinking that's a success there.
1 second. I'll Do that's true. No.
You actually
Oh,
lose a
no.
success.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh.
The perils of willpower. But I'm gonna give you extra dice because you rattled it off the top of your head. Extra success because you rattled it off the top of your head without any hesitation. So I'm gonna give you a free success on that because I'm kind of impressed. He pauses. Say that again. I gotta type this sentence.
1972 Ford Ecoline van, painted like the Mystery Machine, panels on the back windows.
Oh, that thing. Oh. Okay. He starts typing it in. Click, 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 click. Oh, yeah, that thing. There was a guy here, I think a couple, I think it was yesterday, named Martin took it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know if he said he was staying anywhere?
Uh, let's see what he gets. Oh, he didn't say much. He just seemed kind of drained and tired, and he showed me some papers. I think he smelled like a grilled cheese sandwich, and yeah, he didn't talk very much. He seemed kind of just going through the motions.
Did he leave a contact number?
Oh, he types a couple buttons on the machine. He's like, yeah, and he reads out to you what is your home phone number.
Alright. Thank you, I guess.
Yeah. Connor,
What was it again?
what do you want to do?
I want to tell him, and I have a used silver Mazda sedan 2013 model.
His eyes look up, widen a little at you. He hears what you're saying. He understands what you're saying. But there's something about it that he seems a little bit surprised by. He's like, "Hey, you don't need to yell, okay?
Oh, I'm
Do you have
sorry.
the license plate? You weren't yelling, as far as you know."
I give him the license plate because I would probably remember it. I hope.
You want to roll one more? Intelligence, straight up.
Intelligence straight up.
Just
Straight
need
up.
one. This is why taking perfect memory in my game isn't the worst idea.
One success.
You remember it, it's just fine. And then the last game I did, time sense was probably the most important merit you could have gotten.
Yeah.
Here and now, you managed to rattle it off. He tries to complain. He's like, okay, okay, yeah. Also not here. It was taken by. Oh, they paid in cash. Okay, let me have to go to this other page right here. I have to go to this. It is a Irina Throckmorton.
Throckmorton. Yes.
Throckmorton?
Yes, it's an old name.
How do you spell that? Wait, it's right here. Doc, D-O-K-M-A-R-T-I-N.
Oh my god. No, it's T, and I spell it out for him.
Okay. I got it. D-O-K-M.
No,
Oh my god.
I'm going to run it through with you very calmly.
Very
T-A-
calmly.
Very calm.
Okay.
And I actually tried to exaggerate my calm voice, my inside voice, my ASMR voice, if you will. And I say it's Throckmorton.
Okay. Yeah. That's the name I see right here. That's Irina. She took it.
Thank you. I will get this then and deal with it. Thank you for letting me know. I'll go talk to her.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, it takes you about maybe 10 minutes to find a parking spot, Seijin.
Mm-hmm.
And you get out, And right away, the kinfolk just gets out of the car, puts about maybe 4 quarters in the meter, and you're walking with Misha the whole way. A little bit nippy, a little bit cold, the December 3rd air for New Hampshire in the city. People walk by you, scarps, hats. There's a foyer or two in the air that just misses your face. Coldfield's nice, doesn't feel harsh. It's like, so, did they tell you about all the spirits, SJ?
This- Well, I know. Yeah, I guess.
And how much do they tell you about the other world in the city? Yeah, you've been to the Ember once, but have they talked to you about it? Anything besides that one moment?
Not really.
All right. He starts walking, and well, he stops right in front of a place on your left called Lala's Hungry Pastry Restaurant. It's going to show up, believe it or not, on the stream. He motions you down an alley, just like this. Can you see it?
Do I?
Might have to watch the stream a little bit.
Oh, okay. Waiting. Okay.
Little
Lala's Hungarian.
Lala's Hungarian pizza pastries. Meatballs, $5. Pretty good price. He motions you down.
Yeah.
You first. Gotta trust me sooner or later.
Satan gets to shift the eyes and goes, okay. Takes a cautious step.
Gonna walk down the alley.
Yeah.
So you walk. You could see pictures. He wasn't lying. He knew a cat. There's a couple on the wall, one after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, after another.
That's a lot of them.
Like I said, I knew a cat. You just have to find him.
The one holding the muffin?
They didn't tell you anything. So, werewolves exist. They tell you about the werecats.
I don't know. I heard of were foxes, I guess. I remember.
Kitsune. Have to say it right, not kit. Kitsune. They exist. Not many of them.
Oh, were cats also exist?
Mm-hmm. Busty. And there's one somewhere. He looks up, as if looking for the rafters. Somewhere around here. And this one in question can do things that even I, as a Thurge, cannot do. You don't get me to say that very often.
Oh.
There's a problem, though. You gotta catch him.
I have to catch him, or
Well, I mean, my pride's kind of hurt yesterday. I got a splinter in my foot, and I don't know, all that lawyering took a lot out of me. I think you should do it.
sure, I guess I'll try. Guess kind of had a bad night yesterday, though.
Oh, come on now, young Clea. How hard could it
So
be?
So Satan starts looking around the alley to see if he can like find any hint of this werecat.
I mean, you look up directly above you, and there's a 12-foot tall feline up above. Of course not. That's not what happens.
Of course not.
There's a couple cats walking down along the streets. Maybe one, maybe two. Nothing really catches your eye until you do look up. Right at the very, 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 very top, you see a feline looking straight down at you. Maybe a little bit bigger than most of the stray cats in the alleys. Golden, piercing eyes looking right upon you. Roll me.
The top window.
Your Gnosis, difficulty 6.
Or I think I have one less die right now, so
We're going to call it a reflexive roll. Roll it normally.
roll normally.
Mhm.
Okay,
3
3 successes.
Back to the cat. Something, when you look into that cat, something's different about it. You can sense a mark of intelligence, is the easy way to explain it. Or you could sense something deeper, a pulse of a connection. It looks at you and then turns away as if walking. Something special about that one.
I follow that special cat.
Okay, you're on the ground floor. It's all the way up there. What do you want to do?
Let's see if I can like climb up, if that's possible.
I think you could probably maybe climb, maybe jump up on one of these ledges, and then maybe jump up to the next one there and get on top of the roof. If that's what you want to do.
Guess I could try and go first.
I think you would be very good. It is Dex Athletics, difficulty. I'd say that's probably about 10 feet. You need about one success to go about 5 feet. Difficulty 6. Um, hmm.
So
You have a spec called parkour, don't you?
yeah, I do.
Add it.
Add 1 to the mod, and shouldn't I remove 1 from the mod because of the nightmares thing?
It balances itself out, yes. You can
Yeah,
use
so
willpower
that's
too.
athletics 6.
Mm-hmm. It's funny how that works out.
2 successes.
You managed to climb. I get to go right back to the image. Oh yeah, you managed to just climb, shimmy up one, shimmy up another. You're on that roof. Right there.
So I see the cat.
You're right here. Look at that. Interactive storytelling. You're right here. Cat's on the other side of the roof. It's looking at you, walking away on all fours, tail flicking left, right, as if singing a little song. Everybody wants to be a cat. As it struts away. You'd have to jump to catch it.
How far is the space between the roofs again?
Probably about maybe 10 feet, 2 successes on a jump.
Successes, so on 1 success I fall down.
On 1 success, you're making a desperation roll to catch.
So I'm going to use a willpower point and attempt to follow the cat by jumping across.
Add, whenever, for your willpower, while you're doing this, roll at your full strength. Ignore the -1 from nightmares.
Thank you. So I'm rolling 2 successes. That should be enough, right?
That would be enough. If you want to roll for more, you can do that.
I'm not risking it. Yeah.
Insurance not used, but the willpower is. Look at that. Being a smart player. Manage to just take a couple steps back, spread your legs wide and jump for it, clear it with ease. Misha down below goes, whoa, he looks a little impressed. At least he sounds a little impressed. Cat looks behind it, and then it starts to run. And as it does, it gets bigger. No longer just a little house cat, probably something the size of a bobcat as it's running across the rooftops. What do you do?
So, so this is on. We're both on top of the roof, right?
You were.
So, I decide. So I think this is the. So Satan thinks that this is kind of like I guess I have to play by their rules now. So I'm gonna spend a rage point and try and shift into lupus.
Point of rage shifts into lupus for free. You are a wolf. Your body shifts forward, your weight distributes, your clothing merges into you. This catches the cat behind you by surprise. It looks just behind you. You are a wolf. What else are you doing?
I guess the cat's been running, right?
Oh, it's darting. It's going right for the corner.
I'm chasing after it, I think.
I gotta make 2 rolls. You go first, though. Dex, athletics, for a. Actually, you know what? Do I want to make this a. No, it's not hunting. I would say it's probably still. You know what? This is a dead sprint. Strength athletics, you can still add your parkour.
Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna use a willpower, so that means I have to remove the mod. +1.
Yep. Lupus form does give you. Well, the lupus form does give you 1+ strength. Don't forget that.
Strength, athletics, difficulty 6, rolling. Oh my god.
Not a botch.
That is a pure botch.
That is a pure botch.
Oh no.
That's a double botch?
Yeah.
Storytellers have fun. You go charging right at him. You see this little area right here? See a little vent? Cat waits right at the corner. It just hops down.
Oh.
Cat's right here. Just hops down. Drops to 10 feet. Lands down 1. Right around there. On this little secondary landing. You don't stop in time. Your forward momentum sends you launching ahead. Bouncing off the little, rooftop area. Falling off to the other side. Roll me a soak.
Which one?
Just roll soak.
This session's not going to have a single enemy, and we're still going to have a TPK at the rate the rolls are going.
Be surprised. I've been trying to make you guys frenzy. I've been trying to make you guys lose your mind.
We successes on the soak.
It hurts, it stings. Take a point of bashing, but don't even bother putting your sheet. The skid almost instantly regenerates. You're back up. You're charging at this cat. Are you going to jump down, try to catch him again?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Roll it again. Do it as Dex Athletics this time. -1, but remember your form bonuses, and remember your parkour bonus.
Yeah, I think it automatically asks when I click the,
Nice.
lupus.
I don't know if it counts your parkour.
So I should do a -1 mod?
Yep.
Oh, okay. 0 successes, but it's not a pure botch.
You manage to jump down, land off your feet, and stumble. And right as you're doing this, the cat tries to go and jump off the edge of the building himself into the secondary alley as well. And as it does that, it trips and falls and manages to hang on, falling off the landing, keeping its leg from falling off from the landing, and then clawing back up and looking right at you. It looks straight at you. It shifts up into human form and just starts laughing.
I shift back to Werewolf will shift back again.
He shakes his head, and you see him instantly. Darker skinned individual, dressed kind of nicely though. Maybe a turtleneck, blue jeans, Santa Claus hat still in his head, even though it's probably about a week and a half out of date. Shaking his head, going, "We're not good at this, are we, my friend?"
No, I'm not. I guess.
I give you credit for
I
trying.
guess Misha told me that I had to catch you.
Yeah, you could have asked nicely, but I think he was trying to teach you a point.
What kind?
Yeah. He's trying to show you that nothing is ever free, and by chasing me and catching me down, some pseudo mystical thing, I would owe you a favor. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. I think he's an asshole.
Yeah, I think I'm an asshole as well.
So, young Garou, what are you doing here? What is it that you need of me?
Misha told me that you were good with. I have eidetic memory, right?
Well, you're the one that took that merit, so yes, you did.
Yeah. So
So remember what I said about intelligence? You don't
Right.
need to make those rolls. Just tell me what you want to remember.
So I think he was. So I think that told him about that he would be able to help him with like finding the tribe and stuff like that. Yes.
Looks at you a little bit. Garou without your tribe.
Yeah. Currently, my blood is thin or something.
Thin blood. Is this a... When did you change?
About 3 days ago.
Very funny. Oh, you're serious.
Yeah, I typically don't lie about that. Should I?
Can't hurt. I would have believed it.
Yeah.
So, he wants me to do that to you. Alright, we can do that. I need to find a park. And clearly, well, the city's not great. Would you come down with me?
Come down, like, jump off the building, or just walk down.
Let's jump, let's run, let's leave the stupid shadow lord behind. He points. You can see this on your side. To the river. Not too far away. You're around right here. He points to the river, all the way out there. I'll race you.
The rubber? Okay.
First one to touch water first. If you win, I'll make it worth your while.
And if I don't?
I get to laugh at you.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Desmond's still on his phone saying, okay, are you sure there isn't a right to figure out someone's genetics? Really? Okay, there is? Can you perform it? Really?
If Heather's nearby, I just give her a look.
Heather just motions dismissingly, let him do this, let him do this.
All right. Looks like we have to drive to Portsmouth because neither of us have cars.
Driving to your house, I believe, correct?
Yes.
At this point in time, he's just like, okay. He hangs up the phone. My buddy, he's gonna perform the rite, and he's gonna call me back, and he's gonna tell me one way or another. I mean.
You know, I'll honestly give you credit. You've been doing better work than Misha did in 4 days.
Better than a wolf! Awesome! He puts his hands off the wheel. It swerves a little bit. Heather just reaches out, grabs the wheel.
Look,
Stops.
don't give yourself much credit. I think I could have got better results from, like, just anyone than Misha.
After about 10 minutes of driving, you pull up to a rather familiar cul-de-sac. Old streets where you used to roam. Old, cracked concrete that you used to ride your bike down. It's about maybe 3 o'clock, give or take. Maybe about 2:30 when you arrive. You know what the house looks like. You've been here for quite some time.
Are either mine or my dad's cars in the driveway?
Good question. Garage is currently closed, as you can see by the map that I just pulled up. You're going to have to take a look inside.
Go up and check the front door.
Currently, it's locked.
I got an idea.
Hmm?
Go get in the car, and I ask Heather, okay, so question.
Hmm?
If I enter the penumbra and walk to where the garage is and then go back out, would I technically be in it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's try that.
Roll Gnosis difficulty. We'll say 6. We'll be nice.
6. Does stepping sideways cost a point of Gnosis?
It does not unless you want to spend it to be guaranteed to cross the Umbra. Similar to using a point of Rage automatically shifts form, spending a point of Gnosis automatically will let you shift to the Umbra without any risk. But where's the fun in that?
Fair. Yeah, I'll take out my phone and use that as, like, the mirror.
Look at this! Well done! Where are you doing it? Outside, standing?
I'll do it in the car so that way no one sees me just suddenly disappear while looking at my phone.
Take one look at the phone. Thankfully, someone had gotten these phones bounded to you, even though it's kind of a violation. Somebody had actually gone ahead and made sure that these had them be made that they were at least firmly enough to shift in with you to the Umbra. You go poof, off into the other side. 1 minute you're there, next minute you're gone. Connor. At this point, this probably seems like old hat to you. Sabrina, you're treated to a more, well, it's 2 o'clock here. It's kind of a darker Umbra. Simple cul-de-sac, all the buildings are there, but they seem kind of empty, seems kind of dull, seem kind of still.
I'll
So-
walk. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, so I see Sabrina disappear next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do I, like, fall where I'm setting or whatever?
There's no car in the Umbra. So you can choose to stand up or you can choose to be on your butt. Either way.
Yeah. Also, you forgot to switch our player view over to the house.
Oh, my bad. I always do that. There you go.
Alright. So, are there still doors on the house in the Umbra?
They are.
I'll walk over and try, like, opening the garage or opening the front door in the Umbra.
Which one is it? Opening the garage or opening the front door?
Let's try the garage first.
Garage is a little bit stuck, but it's a loose stuck. Probably,
Alright.
well, you tell me.
Uh, I want a difficulty 3, but I guess I'll go with like difficulty 5.
What are you doing, my friend?
Oh, I thought you were trying to say like difficulty for like pulling it open.
Are you going to try to pull that garage door open, yank it up,
Yes.
base Hamid form?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me raw strength.
Raw strength.
Mhm.
What difficulty?
6. Looking for a couple successes though.
I only got a couple dice. Oh my god.
2.
Wow.
It pulls, it yanks. You hear a little bit of a clap, but it doesn't come.
Alright. Go over and try the front door.
Mm-hmm. Similarly locked.
If you break into a house in the Umbra,
I was about to say I'll try it to open it again.
Gonna try to break it by force.
You know, try forcing it open.
Still in human form?
Yeah.
Okay, same roll. Lean back, get a running start, hard shoulder check. Shoulder hurts a little bit. It's not budging.
I'm just imagining Connor like seeing the door like just budge in the real world as I slam into it.
do I actually see anything change in the physical world as I watch the house?
No, not really. It'd have to be like significant, and even then it would take a while. For
Alright.
example, the good thing that they say is you cut down a tree in the Umbra, it's gonna eventually die in the real.
Are any of like the windows like broken or unlocked in the Umbra?
Nope, locked up tight. You can try to pick it.
Oh yeah, I could try picking it. I forgot that's a thing people do.
You also, if you want a hint, I can give you it to you, but you have a pick.
I wouldn't mind a hint, but guess I'll try picking it unless you have an idea.
I can give you. Well, in your current form, you're just not strong enough, but in the Umbra, nobody really cares what you look like.
Oh yeah, you're right. Let's go with Glabros.
Just the +2 strength, Glabro?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna let you have it. You're not stressed, you're not angry, instant roll. You shift up to, well, a rather frighteningly large human. At this point, Robert Ladlow might be looking small to you. What do you do?
Alright. Try opening the garage again.
Hard shoulder check or the yank of the door upwards?
Yank of the door upwards.
Roll it again. 4 dice.
And I'm going to spend a willpower.
It has been denoted.
I gotta stop hoarding this willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's 2 successes. Rerolled the 2 3s.
Ooh.
Oh, unlucky.
You pull, you pull, you pull. Yanking, it does not come up.
Meanwhile, Connor's in the physical world, like tapping his legs, like I should probably help her, or should I let her do this on her own?
Well, you don't see this.
I know, but he's just like he's just waiting and nothing's happening from his perspective. So he's like tapping his legs and trying to look like he's looking around and stuff. But he asks Heather, like, should I go in and help her, or should I let her do this on her own? What do you think?
I'm not gonna say anything. It's your story, my friend. I just facilitate it.
Heather says that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Heather.
asking,
You're asking Heather. My mistake. She kind of shrugs a little bit. It's like, you know what? Yeah, maybe you go help him.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm going to take out my phone and make that Gnosis roll. What's the difficulty? 6?
6. One of these days, someone's gonna botch it, and I'm gonna have fun.
I hope it's not me again. 2 successes, ha!
Takes you a little bit longer, but you look through the phone, and 1 minute you're there, another minute you're holding the phone, and it's darker. It's night.
He just sees Sabrina, like, Gabriel's form, just struggling with the door.
Sabrina, is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Do you need help?
If you want to give it a go, like, I think this door's just kind of stuck.
Question though, do you think that there's a consequence for breaking into a house in this Umbra?
Probably not. I don't think there's cops here.
Fair. All right, let's do this together then.
Yay! All right.
I'll shift to I'll shift to Glabro form too.
Fair.
Make sure I get that in there.
Each
So
of
what's
you
the
do
roll?
this. Just base strength, diff 6, both of you.
All right. Base strength diff 6.
We're gonna add these two together, and if you hadn't figured it out by now, I'm looking for 3 successes. Because 1,
One success.
2, 3. The combined strength of Garou are able to vengefully lift open the door and defeat the evil blockade, granting you access to the garage.
I looked at Sabrina and I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
you lead the way.
FYI, Kranos gives you +4 in strength.
This is true.
But if you botch it and you get angry, you're at a -1 difficulty to frenzy. So it's a fair
Yeah.
trade-off to not go into Kranos.
All right. I'll step through to like what the garage is, shift down to Hamid, and then like step sideways back.
There's no car in the Umbra, but when you shift back, make the roll for me.
Just straight gnosis as usual.
Yep.
Difficult 6.
Yep.
Do you tell Connor what you're doing, or do you just peace out? What do you say? You're cutting out.
Peace sign fade out.
Okay. Like the meme. I love it. Okay.
Gonna roll 1d10.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. You come back in. Your head narrowly avoids the automatic car door opener overhead, and you're practically on top of your own car. It's a little bit cramped given the position that you rematerialize in, but your mystery man van is right there, practically giving you a hug in the real.
Does Connor come back over too?
If you were piecing out and going back to the physical world, Connor is going to realize this isn't my house. If I shift back in here, things are going to go bad. So he's going to leave the garage in the Umbra, go to where the car is, and then go back into the physical world after shifting down into the Hamid form.
Is my dad's car also in the garage?
Your dad's car is not in the garage.
All right. Check the like van first for any like damage from where they were towing it or something. Then about say check the back and grab my mom's earrings from it.
Add the earrings to your inventory. No real damage from the tow truck. They did a halfway decent job.
Alright. That's good. Take the earrings, like put them in my pocket for now.
Mm-hmm. Note it in your inventory.
I will.
Anything with you, Connor?
Sabrina didn't give him any of the directions, so he's going to go back into the physical world. I'm going to make a Gnosis roll. Diff 6 still?
Diff 6. While you're doing that, meanwhile, SJ, ready,
Yep.
set, go. It's a dash. Dex Athletics, roll it 3 times.
Did the cat shift before he ran?
Oh yeah, he's gonna be. He ruined the surprise. He's gonna shift right down to his well, we'll call it Bobcat form. He looks at you, gives a little bit of a hey, ready, set, and he's with the flick of his tail off in flight. Poof. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna reflexively spend my rage point to shift to wolf form and then fall.
I'm gonna say no point of rage here. You're in a relaxed situation, no stress. You just shift to the wolf.
So no point of rage.
No point of rage needed. You're relaxed. I typically let people shift if they're not. I let people roll on the shift if they're in a stressful situation, such as combat or in a creepy dungeon. You're pretty calm up here.
Oh, okay.
But you're gonna roll
Oh.
Dex Athletic Diff 6. Roll it 3 times.
3 times. No parkour this time, right?
I'll let you have it for 1 roll. Your first roll.
Okay.
First roll off the roof.
Successes. 2 successes. 5 successes.
Wow, not bad at all.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Wow. That last 3 ones.
So, I think he had 6. Very interesting. So he gets off to a fast start. Just a blink, he blurs, ducks under traffic. There's a honk of a car. And you're right on his tails. His initial speed probably surprises you a little bit. He keeps up this pace. He keeps up this movement right as he's going and running. You can see it in my little Twitch stream if you'd like. Running across the alleyways, running across the parkways, running across some of the small towns. He gets to the highway and just looks left, looks right, and just darts past as fast as he can. He runs right into the warehouse and offices of the warehouse area of the Seaport District. He's maybe high stepping a little bit because he sees he's got a bit of a lead on you. And at that point, some older woman holding her, 2 dogs catch sight of this. You hear a bark, bark, bark. Cat blinks a little, falls over. Instinct kicks in. It runs to the right, going nowhere near the water. It's going down to the right side, the north side here. You come up on the rear. You can see the water here, and you just go straight to it. Go right to the riverside. Touch your paw right in. You're the first one there. About maybe 2-3 minutes later, cat walks over, tail tucked a little bit lower. It's big for a feline, but nobody really seems to notice. It nods, gives you the win, and then it silently turns and walks northward, motioning you towards the bridge over here. Somewhere quiet.
Did he shift back?
Still in his cat form.
Oh, then I just follow the cat and movement form.
He walks into one of these sort of forestry areas where there's just a little bit of cover, and then walks out on 2 legs. Nobody really seems to notice. Good timing? Hard to say. He keeps walking until he goes right over. Let's see, where is it? From over the bridge, across the area, and then hops over to here. This little island right in the Merrimack River. Takes him a little bit. Jumps down, casually swims over, shifts back into his feline form. That makes it a little bit easier. And then goes back to his hominid form here. You follow him naturally.
Sure.
Make it easier. He ends up taking you right into this area. Let's see if I can have this little guy come in. No. Right here, this little island, this little oasis, this little area of civilization. Excuse me, little area of forestry among the civilization. It's a little bit dark. Time approaches 5 p.m. He finds a nice tree to lean up against. He's like, okay. I blame those dogs, but I didn't see them coming. You were born under a lucky star, huh?
I shift back to how form. I guess so.
Honestly, I had you beat, and those dogs came out of nowhere.
Big inner lock. I'll take it anytime.
Okay, so I know a gift. This is probably what the Shadow Lord is talking about. It brings insights. You have to trust me because, well, it's sort of a spiritual journey, for lack of a better word.
Sure. So something similar to what?
All you have
So
to
do I have to
do,
step sideways?
all you have to do is sit and breathe. I bring the mystical insights, and whatever you need to see, you see.
Okay then. So guess I guess Asian like sits down at a good spot, like waits for it to be in.
Just breathe. Just breathe. He ends up reaching it down into his pocket, taking out an incense, smells of jasmine and myrrh, puts it in the ground in front of you. A lighter comes out, he lights the tip on fire, and with his other hand he starts wafting the smoke. There's a lot more smoke than you would expect from such a little incense thing. And soon you notice the nearby trees, the nearby air seems to be feeding into this bowl of collecting smoke. You're still breathing, right?
Yeah.
Smoke seems to get bigger, a little bit wider. Seems to be drawn straight to your lungs. In, out, in, out. Misha really, I owe him a favor. Us wolves and cats really don't work well together, but he leaves me alone, I leave him alone. We have a complex history, and, well, I'd like to think that maybe, just maybe, we can be friends in the future, especially with everything trying to kill us.
Guess being friends is not a bad idea.
When they tell you about all the terrible things we did, know they're probably true, but know that everything you have done has been far worse. Do you still trust me?
I mean, I'm kind of like at this point where either I do trust you or this was kind of all for nothing. So
A pragmatic answer. I hope the cloud. I hope the cloud gives you something suitable, but I will be honest, it's never straightforward as you want it to be. You take one more breath, and you get lost in the haze. Meanwhile, back in the garage, Sabrina's
Alright.
head is almost touching the top of the garage door opener, and she's wedged up, hugging to her car. No, we got through that. She got her earrings, and she's.
Yeah.
What's she doing next?
Well, looks like the only door out's to the den, and that's green, so I guess I'll go there.
Walking out to the den,
I'll say
bathroom.
slowly open the door, just like call out for Dad.
Silence. You can hear the echo. There's a couple lights on in the kitchen, one in the den. Nothing else.
I'll start looking around, see if there's like any notes or anything.
Connor, what are you up to?
My gnosis roll to get back was 4, and before I rolled it, I made sure to get back to the car, and I just sort of bolt back in there.
You went back to the car?
Yeah, in the physical world, I switched over, and I got 4 successes on my
Into the
gnosis roll.
garage?
So what happened was I left the garage that we were in after I helped Sabrina get in, and when she went back to the physical world, Connor decided it would be a bad idea to appear at a stranger's house in the physical world. So he left the garage in the Umbra. Then I rolled Gnosis to get back to the physical world by the car.
So he's in the garage.
No, he's in the car with Dennis and what's his face?
Oh, okay.
And Dennis and Heather.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Is
back
his
in
name Dennis?
Desmond.
Desmond.
I think I got him mixed up with Dennis Reynolds because of the personality.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, I'm back at the car before, so I went back to the car and I rolled Gnosis to get back, and I got 4 successes.
Connor, you hear a little remark. Okay. Her dad has to be a kinfolk, because otherwise she wouldn't be a wolf. I got it. We're good.
Despite some difficulties with the garage door, we got her inside, and I'm telling this to Heather, by the way, saying it would be a bad idea for me to appear there, so I just came back.
Heather
So
looks
she's
at you. It's like, why would it be a bad idea for you to be in there?
Because it's not my house.
Why is that a bad thing?
If her dad's there, he may freak out.
What if there's monsters inside? Did she do the sense worm? Did you scout the area out?
No, but...
This is the two of you that willfully drank poison from a Shadow Lord. Maybe... I'm gonna have to give you guys recon training. Okay. So...
I was trying to avoid a potential problem.
Like what? Cops?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this. I want you to run north side, check out the back. Maybe there's a deck, maybe there's a playground, maybe there's a tree house. Maybe there's a rear entrance. Maybe they left the back door open. Check that out.
And I do.
Bye. I'm going to go to the front door, and I'm going to look in the windows while this is happening. Sabrina?
So I'd probably check the den, kitchen, and his room. I see the staircase there. Do I know if that leads to anywhere he'd be, or is that like an attic?
That leads to a basement.
All right. Is that somewhere he'd be? Is it like a basement that's made into a den, or?
He's been a bunch of times in the basement.
I'll say
Let me
just
look at my notes here. Yeah, there is a
open it.
basement. There's a lot of old boxes, as you recall, down there. He'd sometimes sneak down there to read.
Then I'd check the bathroom and kitchen and his room. If he's not there, I'd like open the front door and like kind of gesture them in.
Which one you want to do first?
Oh, what?
Which you want to do first? You want to let them in first?
She like checks the main 3 rooms except her room, and then if he's not there, she gestures them in.
No rules needed just for a person. You don't see him there. You don't see him in there. You don't see him in his room, the den, the bathroom, the kitchen, the dining room. Your door, it's open. But he's
I'll
not there
look in.
either.
Uh, maybe like open the basement and yell down.
Echo your own voice.
There.
Roll me willpower real quick. Or roll me gnosis, excuse me. Difficulty, no difficulty. Just roll it.
This is gonna go bad.
I can't play the creepy music because copyright, but something's a little bit off in the basement. Something feels a little weird.
A sense worm.
Smell it. Roll it. Diff 6.
All right. What's the roll for sense worm again?
It should tell you in the.
Yeah, I know. I had to pull it up. Perception plus the cold.
Perception plus occult, diff 6.
So that's 6 dots for me.
Good roll.
Yeah.
Oh no.
One success. That's really all you need to see if there's anything recent. Sniff, sniff, sniff. You don't smell anything outrageous. It doesn't smell wormy. Something's off, but it doesn't smell like the vampire.
All right. Open the front door and like gesture them in.
Heather walks forward.
All right.
Desmond's outside the car he has been told to leave running.
Yeah. I'll say doesn't look like he's here.
Connor?
Have been there, or am I already at the back of the house?
You're in the back of the house. Nothing crazy, nothing around. Though the door to the deck is wide open.
Huh. Is it like a raised deck? Like.
Yeah, it's a raised deck. You could just maybe about 2 feet off the ground. Nice little like entranceway that you could just walk up to, and you just walk off to the deck. It's open. Would have been a nice, easy way in.
Yeah,
so-
that's suspicious.
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I was going to tell like Heather like something seems weird.
Can I do a? Oh God, can I go up to the door, not go inside, just like peek inside?
What door?
The open door.
Yeah. Peek inside. You see Heather standing in the foyer. She gives you a little bit of a wave.
Okay, and I walk over and I say, "This door was wide open. Did you see that, Sabrina?"
Probably.
That's not good.
Maybe he just had to leave in a rush. Maybe he got called in on emergency. He is a surgeon. Like maybe there was something going on.
But sorry, Sabrina, I'm just having trouble thinking about that. Why would he? Even with that, why would he leave the door open?
I don't know. Maybe it was an emergency and he was just rushing it.
Did we search everywhere?
I didn't look in the basement yet. It smelled a little musty down there, but like worm musty. I think maybe not really.
We should maybe we should look.
So it was sort of like when you walk into a room and you can tell someone who was in there recently who like wasn't wearing deodorant, but like you can't really place it.
Connor is going to shift to Glabro if he can.
Form check. You're going to go to Glabro. Sabrina's back to Hamid.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're
Can
in
I
Glabro.
do I have to roll?
No.
Can I? Okay.
I'm going to say you're not stressed out.
Okay. If you're ready, we'll go downstairs.
All right, you first.
All right, and I go like the trooper I am. I go down first.
Heather
I'll
just
say
kind of
I'll
sighs a little bit. She's like, Cubs.
I'll follow close behind.
Out of character. Listen, I had bad experience with cops in the previous game.
As you should have. You had a very bad experience in the previous game where your werecat was arrested.
Anyways, I'll go downstairs.
Alright, I'll say I'll follow. Like, is there like a baseball bat or like something like lying around I could grab?
At the front of the foyer, your dad always did keep a baseball bat, just in case.
I'll grab that.
Lights go onto the basement, same place you've always been, and the old floorboards creak as they always did. That fifth step makes a long, low grumble, just like you expect it to. And then you walk on cold, sweet concrete on the bottom floor. The basement, if you will, is filled with boxes, as it kind of always has. So boring, tan boxes. Your dad refuses to sell any of these out, despite your best efforts to throw them out, Sabrina.
Yeah.
It's a little musky, maybe there's a leak, but it's like you remember it. Some of the boxes seem like they've been ruffled with. Someone's maybe gone through them, but it feels like a lifetime ago since you were last here. Maybe it's just your imagination.
Could I like go and like just see if there's anything like setting on top of any of the boxes or any of the ones that look like they're ruffled, look like they have like something setting on top in them or whatever?
Do you have investigation by chance?
No.
How about we go with you have larceny perception?
Perception larceny.
Hmm.
All right, that's something I'm half decent at.
I'll take that. I'll take 2 successes. There is one box that's been opened. It's, well, got the flaps wide, and you can see something just sparking a little bit in it. Something a little bit shiny.
I'll like pick it up.
It doesn't move. It's heavy. It's bolted.
All right, that's weird. uh, like, can I see what it is on the light?
Oh yeah, flashing your cell phone's light, I'm guessing, into it.
Yeah.
It looks, well, you can take the box a little bit out of it, and it's a silver-plated image of a My Little Pony. No, it's not My Little Pony. It's a Pegasus, winged horse.
Like it's a silver plate.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird, and it's like bolted.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Heather, are you down here?
She calls up. It's like, yeah.
Um, is this like a thing down here?
She marches down the stairs, fifth step creaking as it always does, and walks over. Is like, that's our tribal totem. Huh.
And it's on a plate made out of silver.
She pushes it a little bit, moves her hand away. Yeah, that stings. It's bolted too.
Like, what? Can I tell what it's bolted to? Like, where I can't move it in the box?
I'm guessing you're not gonna like this.
Uh,
It's silver. It's probably needs a hard shove, but putting your hands on silver isn't gonna feel good.
I'll try it.
Give it a hard swing back. Make the Pegasus rear forward. Don't push it downward.
Okay.
Call it a hint. Gonna grab it.
Yes.
Roll willpower, diff 8.
With 8.
Yep, 8.
Can I spend a willpower?
You can spend a willpower to make it automatic.
I'll spend a willpower.
You're down 1 more point of willpower.
Halfway down.
Though grabbing it, squeezing it, and forcing yourself to pull it back makes your hands burn like you just stuck them into a fireplace. They scream, they ache, can't soak silver, and when you pull them away, you're gritting your teeth. I'm going to count the willpower there as your rage roll, but take 1 point of ag.
1 point of ag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Silver.
That's one of my bruise levels there.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, you have an extra point.
Yeah.
It does. You do hear a click, and Connor, who has superb hearing,
I do.
and is in a form that makes it even a little bit easier to hear, hears a click in a nearby rug not too far away. Meanwhile, I know perfectly about pacing.
About to get hit with a shotgun.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Seijun,
Yep.
you're in your dorm room. It's late at night. You're staring at your computer screen.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So one moment I'm at this island in the middle of the river, and
Mhm.
the next moment I
Breathing
am
in
in
smoke,
the dorm
yep.
room.
Now you're back in your dorm. You get a ping on Telegram. Hey man, you should check out this new basketball RPG. It's pretty good.
Basketball?
Wow.
Basketball. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's Friday
he
night, but
types-
you have an exam on Monday. Maybe you should put away this fictional book about werewolves you're reading. Go to bed.
It's one of these. Okay.
Oh, this is weird. So I just decide to message back. Oh, I'll check it out later.
Mm-hmm.
The Telegram message. And I don't know. Can I open the window right now?
Yeah, you can look out the window.
So I open the window and look outside.
It's outside. It's pretty normal. The stars are out. You can see them all perfectly shining and still. Outside, a couple people were walking, but far in the distance, you can just see like a massive bubble, a wall overhead, something out of a Stephen King film. The dome, maybe, a little bit tinted purple. If you look real close, you can almost see it squirming and shifting.
Close the window for now. So
Nice, smart decision. Don't deal
So-
with that right now.
yes. So I try and walk out of the dorm room and see what if I can like discern like what's real and what's fiction right now.
Well, you walk outside. It's a little bit dark. There's lights going to your right, no lights to your left.
I'll go with the lights.
Probably a good call. So you just start walking down the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, is just walking forward, forward. You have to move a little bit to the right-hand side because there's a Pegasus on your left, just taking up a lot of room and forcing you to the far edge of the wall.
Hmm.
Pays you no mind.
Wait, I imagine I have my phone with me, right?
You have your phone with you.
Oh. This is kind of confusing because like
If
Like,
it's confusing, I'm doing this correct.
so like keep walking down the hallway. Is there anything at the end of it?
Keep walking. A unicorn passes you by, a stag, a wolf growls at you as you keep going. A bigger wolf falls up with them. Keep walking.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I roll to see if Sajin just realized it?
Sure. Well, no, you have actually, yeah, roll wits. Roll straight wits.
Right?
I
Okay.
I just put it together too.
No. Difficulty is normal?
5.
5, okay.
Just for the oh! You get
One
it.
success.
You get it.
Yeah.
What do you get?
Yeah, I got that, like... These must be, like, the totems.
At this point, you have to duck an owl, confirming your suspicion.
Oh. Oh, I decide to, like, keep walking down the hallway and, like, see what I find, see what kind of totem, like, approaches me.
Keep walking, walking, walking. You approach a corner, and there's a falcon that spends absolutely no time looking at you.
So definitely not the falcon totem.
You walk past another hallway, and to your left of the dorm room is a little bit one of those classic ice chests. And there's a spirit that looks somewhat like a wolf and something a little bit more. Maybe mixed between a wolverine or a mosquito. Hard to say. It seems to enjoy the cold, but when you look at it, it averts its eyes.
Something like that looks like a mixture between a wolf and a wolverine.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look your way.
That's weird. I approach closer to see what it's all about.
Doesn't look your way at all. It just shakes its head. Keep walking, brother.
Keep walking. I'm gonna keep walking, yeah.
Pass a bathroom, and you can see something that looks kind of like a horned spirit. Puma-like feathers, maybe? And then
I
hmm?
keep walking, yeah.
Finally, you reach a stairwell. A little sign that says upwards to roof.
I go in and go upwards.
You go up to the roof, and you're met with the sky overhead, the glimmering lights. One a little bit redder than maybe you remembered it to be. Was that always there? And then behind it, that flesh-colored netting. Glorious as it's always been. On the roof, in one corner to the left, it's a it's a stool, and on top of it, as gently and wonderfully as possible, is probably the biggest rat you've ever seen. On the other side, the right side, is a shadow. Long, extended, probably about the length of a Buick, but clearly two-dimensional. It takes sort of an orb-like shape with antennas at the end, and little ends kind of twitching like legs.
I step away from the rat and try and approach the shadow and see what it's all about.
Gonna approach the shadowy one?
Wait, the yeah, yeah. Let's go with the shadow.
The 2D shadow on the ground as you get closer looks a little bit familiar. It'd be kind of strange if it was 3D. but seeing it sort of looks like a flat shadow, it almost looks like a bug, right down to the antennas. But where the shadow is emitting from, especially at night, you can't quite say. Maybe from the moon itself. Hard to tell.
Like, try and like lay my hand on the shadow. Like, is that possible?
Yeah. Feels smooth, soft, doesn't feel like it's going to attack you. It seems to shift, wiggle, move around your hand, roll over it like a wave in the ocean in the middle of the night, twirling and shifting like a koi fish in a pond.
Interesting.
From behind you, you hear a little bit of a voice speaking. They're not going to listen to you. You're a child of the new world, marked by Luna, yes, with a great honor, yes, but you have the weavings of a weaver. You're too new, too new.
Good deal. Like, I guess, like, I told you to.
It's behind you, so
Oh. I look behind.
it's the rat. Its head tilts to the side.
Hmm. Who are you two, anyway?
Behind you, directly behind
Oh.
you, you hear another voice. But we like new, we like new, we like new. We definitely like new. We can do new. We have new. We can do new.
Interesting. Hmm. Is there anything that I'm supposed to do right now?
You're supposed to pick a tribe. The other ones
Oh.
clearly walk by you. They clearly don't want you. We like new, though. We like new.
So it's the rat and the bug right now.
hmm The rat seems to puff up its chest, looking mighty and proud. Perfect as a mother who's just given birth to millions. I represent the bone gnawers. We don't care about those silly traditions. We enjoy our dances. Embrace the thin of your blood. Summer's heat is coming. Finn is in. Honor hospitality and generosity over traditions of old. Walk with a community of survivors. Jump in with the rat. Say that again?
I was just thinking, yeah. Does the bug say anything?
You gonna look at it?
Yeah, sure.
Gonna ask it anything?
Hmm. What do I need to do? Asked the bug.
The answer isn't one you're gonna like, but we can talk to you if you're interested. You have to pick one of us. The rat is good, but it will not survive. The past doesn't work, so you have to embrace the future. Go, 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 go. Don't want to be left behind, do you? Do you? She selected you because she needs the cutting edge, something new, something that's never been done before. That's you. That's you. One of a kind. Overclock, best of breed. We might not be pretty, but we adapt and survive, and we want you. Jump in to the cockroach.
Kind of like takes a moment to consider, like, looks at the bug, looks at the rat, looks at the cockroach, looks at the rat again.
Looks at the moon overhead, looks at the ledge of the roof overhead, looks at the fleshy covered orb.
Does that mean that I
around you.
regain a point of rage?
You know what? Your rage is at 4.
Okay. So, after considering everything,
You know what?
he decides.
You're considering
Okay, what?
everything. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
Carpet goes click.
door goes click.
Haha, just click.
Connor hears a rug. Shift.
Where do I? Is it near me that I hear this?
Not too far away, maybe in the corner of the room.
I walk over towards the sound.
You see a rug below you, kind of a straw one.
I wave them over.
When I put on the thing and spent the willpower, did it come up?
Say that again?
When I spent the willpower while pulling the silver plate up, did it come up?
What is it?
The silver plate with the Pegasus I was picking up?
Did it pull upwards? Yes.
Yeah. Like, did it come out of the box?
It stayed where it was. It reared backwards, though. Like, it was still connected, but you're moving a broom handle from one end to another end. Probably a good 90 degrees.
Alright.
Yeah,
Did I hear... Oh, sorry. Did I hear the rug too?
Gonna say no. He's got a merit.
Yeah, I wave you guys over to the sound, and I point to the rug, and I said, I heard this thing move.
I pull the rug up.
You see what looks to be a small little aluminum lacquered hatch. Bobbing, no handle, bobbed just a little bit open. In all the years you've lived here, you've never seen this, Sabrina.
Alright, that's new.
You'd never seen that before?
I think I remember if I did.
Fair enough.
Um, I... Is this like a weird test thing, Heather? Like...
Heather kind of crosses her arms and says, no. The Pegasus is weird, and someone probably spent a lot of time organizing this. And that's not normal.
Is the aluminum door open enough for me to, like, pull it open?
Yep.
Alright. What do I see?
Small little ladder going straight down to some concrete, some dim orange neon lights.
You said a ladder? How far a drop?
Probably about maybe 6 feet.
Could I, like, try sliding down, if you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, oh yeah.
set-
You could jump right in.
Yeah. I'd say, like, not full jump, but, like, do the more safe, like, slide in. Alright. Do that.
It's a little slippery, but you're down and in to the little room, no issue. Your sneakers land on the concrete floor below with a snap snap. Looking out is maybe a small little archway in front of you. Lacquered aluminum walls, maybe 6 feet up, 6 feet high. You're gonna have to hunch a little bit. Door on the far side held together by one of those classic little submarine style pull turny wrenches. Sealed pressurized door wheel. And in front of it, directly below it, you can just see it through all the little mini fading neon lights around you, is one of those hay style brown doormats. Home sweet home.
You guys might want to come down here.
I go down the ladder.
Still Glabro?
Yep.
It's It's going to be a tight fit. 7'10" girl, 7-foot girl, excuse me, not 7'10". 6'10" girl, 7 feet. What is she?
You know, like 6'10" probably, but like, yeah, just probably 6'10".
6'10" girl. Maybe 7 foot something, 7'6" Glabro. You guys are having some fun squeezing in here. Hunched over. You can almost feel the moistness of the ceiling. Probably a leak in here. A little bit overdue, but nothing crazy. Could just be condensation.
So what's up? And and at that second I look at and so I want to imagine that like Connor is like, so what's up? And he's like, oh, as he looks at what's before them.
Just have my back, and I'm gonna open the door. This submarine thing.
The little pressurized door wheel squeaks and squeals, so much so that you barely hear the clashing of steps. As behind you, Heather comes down. She looks forward and goes, okay, someone had way too much time on their hands as the door continues to open.
So we were all three down here.
She's hanging to the far end of the ladder, watching these two giants in front of her. And then finally, the door opens. Ready?
You're about to switch to say June, are you?
Hmm?
You're about to switch to say June, aren't you?
Meanwhile, say June.
Yes.
You make your decision, or do you want more time?
I made my decision.
The shadow and the rat look at you curiously.
I choose the bug. The
rat
cockroach.
bobs its head. Says, good choice. Cockroach seems to swish back and forth, and you swear just for a second it jumps quote unquote out of the 2D water like a koi catching some air. Almost cartoonish before swishing and swirling around a little bit. And then with a final, you didn't know a 2D figure could nod, it goes, well then, make a leap of faith. And then it's gone. And the moon overhead looks down upon you expectantly.
Oh. We're on a rooftop, right?
You are on the rooftop.
So the moon and the moon is really large right now.
Probably about a full moon.
So I gulp, look at the moon, and see the edge of the like try and like jump up, try and like make a leap of faith by like jumping off the building by like running towards the moon, I guess, if it makes sense.
It does. And for a second you go down. Fall just off the cliff. And then, before that heavy ground meets your eyes, you start going back up. Ascending. And that golden lunar light starts to get a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. It becoming like a spotlight before you. An entire horizon. A glorious sky of golden light. And just before you think you might crash into it, it blinks. No different than you might be doing right now. And then everything goes black. Meanwhile,
Yeah, I figured.
inside the bunker, it's a narrow room, probably not too bigger than maybe your kitchen dining set. 4 corners, maybe, yeah, still about 6 feet deep. Right in the edge of the, middle of the area, we'll say. There's some, there's a scorch mark on the ceiling, and there's some footprints on the ceiling. Okay, whatever. On one side is a bed with brown patchwork colored spread, maybe a dozen books under the bed. On the other side is kind of a makeshift kitchen, a small sink tapped to a small water source nearby, a knee-high fridge, maybe a couple cabinets, a reconverted RV mini stove with 2 burners, and maybe a toaster probably that about the size of something that can cook a Costco chicken. To the far wall is kind of a squared off corner with sort of like a faux door near it. You're gonna have to look over and see what's in that area. And to the far opposite side of that is sort of a simple workbench, 3D printer, chainsaw, maybe a small TV hooked up to a Wi-Fi internet router facing the bed. And
Did you say chainsaw?
I said chainsaw, and a smoke machine still attached there. Chainsaw does not, if you look at it, have a chain.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry.
Um, So you said footprints on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Heather, is this a Garou thing?
I think he's just being a troll.
Okay.
Maybe he was bored. I don't know.
You said there was another door.
There's a small sort of faux door off to the far left.
Sorry, I just got back to. What are we looking at?
It's like a survival bunker with a Halloween aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Weird.
I'm going to open the door.
Inside, inside is a small chemical shower with enough toiletries to last a week, and maybe a small army's worth of medical supplies. Give me a roll here. Give me wits plus alertness. Diff
Wits-
7. Wits alert.
What's alert?
And if Connor comes over, you can do the same roll.
I'll come over and do the same roll with alertness.
I don't have a dot in alertness, so is that a penalty?
No, not for a talent.
All right. So that's difficulty 6.
Mm-hmm.
1 success.
2 success.
That's a nice 10. You see a couple things around nearby. There's a phone similar to the one you have upstairs, almost the exact same model. And with 2 successes, yeah, I'll give it to you. Underneath one of the little boxes of areas of medical supplies, you see something kind of silvery and shiny, just something that catches your eye.
I'll walk over and like try picking that up.
Doesn't move. It's a handle. Doesn't hurt though this time when you grab it.
Is it like a handle? Like, how's it facing?
It's a handle like you'd find in maybe a small gun safe.
Huh. Is there like a gun safe door around?
Well, probably, I don't know, maybe 3 feet by 2. It's got a keypad in it. There's a door handle that you could swing open. That's about all you see.
Where are you posting it?
Hmm?
You said you'll let me see.
That's all you can see. That's all you can see.
Oh, you can. Um, what would I have any idea of like what his safe code is?
What do you think it would be?
Would I know his anniversary?
You would.
I'll say, try that.
Push the button in. it prompts red. It doesn't stop after 6 or 7 digits though. It's definitely an 8-digit code.
8-digit code. Let's see. That's my birth date in like full letters.
Pops open.
What's in it?
I didn't think you would get it that quick. I'm kind of impressed. Inside is a weapon. And there's with it a tan package tied up. Typically the ones you see that would hold important documents.
Yeah. What's the weapon?
You know what a labrys is?
Oh.
Looks a little like this. Double-edged axe. Kind of small. Barely fits into this thing.
I'm gonna pick that up.
Feels like it was made for you. Heather's eyes go wide and go, oh shit.
Okay, now this is beautiful.
Could you say that we have and your axe as well?
I'm gonna take a minute to admire the axe and then like grab the folders and like open it. I'm gonna try and like keep an eye on that axe though.
Hax does not leave your hand. You open the folder up.
Yeah. Yeah, open the folder.
You open the folder up. There's a single piece of paper inside. It falls out and goes to your hands.
Yeah.
You know, look at the paper.
Yes.
At this exact moment, the phone near Connor starts to ring.
I pick it up if I can.
You don't have a hand. Connor, are you
Yeah.
doing anything?
What does the phone say if I look at it as it's ringing? Is there a contact information?
No, it's one of those old school style rotary phones, similar to the one they had upstairs.
I just make a face at Sabrina. I'm like,
Sabrina opens up and reads that. You can read it in character if you wish, but you're also going to miss this part as you do read it because that is what it is. But
in a panic, I guess I'll pick up the phone.
pick up the phone. Hi, this is the New Hampshire State Police here. We have an abandoned car that we were able to track from the highway on 3 South. Looks like it broke down here a little while ago. We're about 3 miles from the border. I wonder if someone here can just kind of pick it up, you know of?
Sure. Let me get someone else. Let me get someone else. Hang on a second.
Sabrina reads the letter.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Heather? You said something about Greece, right?
Yeah.
What's bygone visions?
Really? That's a very important Black Fury sept.
And Alice Rosini?
Her eyes lift up at that name. I don't know an Alice Rossetti. I do know a Rossetti, and so do you.
Is that you?
Mm-mm.
Who?
That's Shallowtrex's last name.
Oh. I hand her the letter. I don't want Connor seeing it.
Connor, meanwhile, is like holding the phone, like like muffling it so nothing is heard, and I'm just like, someone pick this up, please.
You hear a hello, 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 and as if blessed with the utmost cool, Heather just holds up her finger with a single motion to say one moment. And for whatever reason, the phone gets a little quieter. She takes the letter, she reads it. Meanwhile, this is probably one of the last ones.
Meanwhile,
You're awoken to laughter. You're a little bit farther away than where you were. It's definitely not the same. Definitely not the same island. Maybe you're off
huh.
one or two. Maybe you went from here to the bigger one over here. You're soaked, completely wet, but you're in a little bit of clearing. Just enough to where the sun shines. Parker's laughing. He's like, went for a trip, huh?
Yeah, I guess so, but I didn't realize that this is soaking wet.
You kind of crawled a little bit. You're a sleepwalker, aren't you? You have nightmares, huh?
Yeah, I do have nightmares, in fact.
Did you find the answer you were looking for?
I think so, yeah. Also, on the topic of nightmares, I think today's stream was weirdly prophetic.
I do my homework out of character. So what was the answer you found? Did you find your tribe, young cub?
I have.
What is it?
It would. You told me to keep secrets, so.
Well then, if you never need help, well, it'll cost you a raise, but I might be there for you at the worst. Call it a vision of my own.
Thank you.
He nods. He shifts to his feline form and runs to the far end of the lake. You gonna start walking back?
I'm gonna go back to the Hungarian pastry thing.
As you start walking back, even though you're kind of wet and soaked, you feel a weight in your front pocket.
I reach down and take out whatever's in there.
Gonna grab it, gonna hold it up in the air, see what it is.
Yeah, sure.
All right, yeah. So you reach into your pocket, grab it, reach out, hold it up into the air, wave it around a little bit. It's a pistol, 9mm.
I'm surprised, and then I immediately put it back in again.
Put it back in the pocket again.
Yeah.
For a quick heartbeat, it feels good. Like you could shoot maybe the skin off a bottle. But it quickly goes away.
Interesting.
You could probably
So
look up.
do I add the pistol to my inventory?
9mm pistol inventory. I'll give you the stats after the game.
Sure, thanks.
You could probably look up what the phone is in your pocket just by thought right now. Something interesting about that, but questions for later as you have to cross another river and reach a smirking like a cat Misha back on the edge of the seaport. He knows you have to cross the water again, and he's getting ready to grin just to see it. Meanwhile, and this is the last one, back in the bunker.
Connor is going to go back to the phone and say, "Hello, sorry about that. Can you give me the address again? Like where you found this thing?"
Address? It's By the side of the road.
Yes, but like what mile marker?
He gives you the mile marker. It's about maybe 3 miles from the border. Route 3.
All right. We'll get someone to pick that up.
Is somebody in there? I haven't seen anyone here. I came up from the north and was driving down here. Didn't see anybody on the side of the highway, so I guess they went south. I'm gonna look south. Maybe they went towards Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Well, is there anything else?
Nope. He gives you the marker. He gives you the address. Yeah, I'm gonna drive into the Mass, see if he crossed the border. But yeah, just to let you know, if you got someone who's here, maybe give him a cell phone call. But just giving you a heads up. Typically, yeah. Well, I'm gonna drive across the border, see if I can find him.
All right, thank you.
Click.
While he was telling me that, I got up my phone and tried to find some app or whatever to write down notes, and I click, and I do that, and I hang up and just wait for Sabrina and Heather to finish what they're doing.
Sabrina?
I don't know what to say to this. Do you know anything about this? Like, what's this? Like, what? I don't understand any of this right now.
Do you know what a Lapras is?
I think it's a axe.
It's a weapon that we've used for quite some time. Perhaps our signature weapon.
Yeah.
Males don't typically use it. A male Garou using it is often it causes a fight. You'll see a woman challenge a Garou wielding this. Whoever had this she runs her finger along the edge of the blade, feeling the indents, crooks. Someone's used this quite a bit. Heirloom, perhaps. I knew of Allura, but I didn't know of her personally. But I don't know if it's the same one.
So, she said to go to the, what was it? Bygone Visions place? Cairn of Cairn at Malden, Massachusetts. Oh, wait, no, that's the different one. The Sept of Bygone Visions in Greece.
That's the home. That's sort of our home base. And if she's there, that means quite a lot.
Like, what do you mean?
That's where our leadership is.
So, what you're saying, like, my mom's, like, high ranking or something?
She might be. I don't know. But you have a reason to get out of here now. You get an answer to find out.
I know, like, the whole, what was it, like, greatest score goes to the leader thing, but, like, do I need to give you the sex?
Normally, yes, but I will not be taking that. That's yours.
Thank you.
Thank you for offering.
I might have fought you for it, but
If Connor tries to take it, I will be fighting on your behalf for it.
I'll actually be like, hey, what'd you say?
Connor.
Sorry.
Shush. Thank you. So Connor, she says after a moment, what was that about?
Well, it was a policeman saying that there was a car abandoned on the road, and that he is going to, quote, look for him south of the border.
Where was the car?
I give her the mile marker and route.
Sabrina?
Yes.
If they were calling here, whose car would it be?
My dad's probably.
Did Misha tell you what happens if we go near the border?
Maybe he's not kinfolk. Like,
Did-
maybe he's okay.
I think you owe Desmond a date. Your mom was a Garou. Your dad is a kinfolk. Has to be both.
Look, it's gonna be okay.
This place is probably about 40 minutes away. If he's 3 miles from the border, we might not make it.
Look, we'll deal with this, and then he's going to be okay.
Can you drive?
Yeah.
Better than Desmond?
You know, I'm not going to let Desmond drive me, and I'm not leaving my car here.
Go buckle up. You gotta get out of here.
Can I just have a minute?
Take 2.
Alright.
I leave. I just leave the room. Give her some time.
She's gone.
When they leave, I'm going to, like, find a pencil if I can and, like, a paper. Like, is there something I can use there?
Oh yeah. Right next to the chainsaw.
I'm going to write that I'm alive, write down my new number, and say that I'm okay near Manchester, and leave it at that. Put it on the pillow, lock it up best as I go out, close the aluminum door if I can.
It squeals and squeaks as you close it. But it shuts. And that's where I'm
Fantastic.
ending it.
Dun, dun. Meanwhile, no, just kidding.
Meanwhile, you all get 3 experience.
Yay.
Yay!
Meanwhile, at the Batcave.
If you want to spend it for anything that you've done, that's sort of what I've been doing. If you had a good roll and you wish to invest in that roll, just use it. I'm very glad I didn't have 3 scenes going at once, because I told Connor that I couldn't. I have his stuff mostly written, and I'm very glad.
Yeah, in retrospect, given what tonight had, I think that would have driven you nuts.
I could have done it. I'm not going to do that though. Say
That
bye,
was
folks.
amazing.
Bye.